Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing? Long time no see.
I hope you're having a good Saturday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Saturday.
I love Saturday so much.
Saturdays.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
112
Saturday.
outside, and I'm having a
Yeah.
great
Oh,
what is
day.
that?
Saturday.
What is that?
Let's just set.
What is it?
What's happening?
Why does it
Just
look
set.
like this?
I don't know.
Wait,
Guys,
did we
we're-
forget?
Oh fuck.
Shit.
Oh,
Damn,
damn
we
it.
forgot a lot of things today. Well, I mean, we're definitely here for Spelljammer, right? I'm not gonna run Descend.
Oh,
I have my character sheet.
Oh,
I have
heard.
a, no, I have a character of mine.
I have a
ready.
backup character.
Yeah.
let's go.
Good
luck, Jacob.
Roll the intro.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I really wanted to float this idea to you and Jen sometime.
Oh, like DM hot swap
I
or
wanted
something?
to DM swap like 1
What's
month.
that called?
That'd be so cool.
Wife swap?
Yeah, wife swap. I was actually thinking about sister wife, which is not. Which is the most usual thing I've ever said in my life.
I watched too much
Jack
of that
is
show.
my
We should
sister.
talk about it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, we all know, all right?
Yeah.
The gay being
Yeah.
prevalence everywhere.
Guys, today's episode is pre-recorded. It's
It's sponsored.
What? It's not Saturday?
Today's episode is sponsored by We're Busy on Saturday, and it's Tuesday.
Sponsored by Saturday.
Sponsored by that,
Come on,
yeah.
today's Saturday.
So we're just having a real chill game today. So thanks for joining. If there's any donations in the chat, we really appreciate you. You guys
Yes.
are awesome. But because of that, we probably won't be running the tank today. So,
No,
but
but-
thank you so much.
I see him
no.
and I keep track of him, so.
And then
Hell
we'll
yeah.
go
I'll-
into our tank.
I
also like
will fix
a
it next time.
bajillion degrees
Because-
today.
Yeah, it's 112.
When you're watching this.
Yeah, and if you're
Yeah.
on the west coast
Yikes.
of America.
Yikes.
Survive.
Apply anywhere, honestly.
Good luck.
Well, it's
God be with
ye.
ye.
How many coins do we have?
Like 3.
We have 2
Wow, you
coins.
used a lot.
I think
Yeah, we
have
ate
two.
through a lot of them.
It's fine.
Last
I'm not
time.
worried
Emma and
about
I
it.
keep dying.
Yeah.
You gotta stop doing that.
I got
Sorry.
decapitated.
I
What was I supposed to do?
As you do.
perish.
Because that's a good point. I think that would be the first thing I talk about in our recap. So why don't you roll the intro and we'll do that.
I saw myself in the mirror. A tyrant smile.
Things walking in the dark. Bad things talking about my heart. When I'm gone, my soul resides. So thin, knife's edge, I'll meet you at the red line. And drowning space that lies between letting go eventually.
Everyone burns out except for me. Red line. I'm gone, it's just an eclipse. Run along, it ends. Flat line. Left to die. Red line.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Welcome back.
Deliver me from this. Tomfoolery.
I rewatched the intro again today because I was checking it to make sure that it's fine because
Yeah.
I've just been trusting that it's fine.
Yeah.
And
And it hasn't been.
Yeah, it's actually. It actually
I just
totally
render it and
understands.
upload it. I mean, it's fine. And I rewatched it today just to be sure, like 20 episodes in, we're good. And today's episode 20, by the way. And,
Wow.
Hey.
yeah.
Crazy.
And it just got me really hyped. I got to the end of it and freaking that shared pain. I was like, oh my god, this gives me chills. Anyways, sorry,
I thought
that's
you were
just how I
going to say
felt
it got me
today.
really high. I was like, wow, that's
Wow.
actually crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to do a recap?
We're going to do it, yes!
No,
Oh.
I mean, if you want to.
I think the brain
Kobe's
dead.
alive.
Yeah.
Jennifer got
I'm
decapitated.
sure Oliver's notes are just as good as Spencer's.
Yeah,
with
Spencer,
her.
why don't
Clementine
you
is
read
getting a
them out?
McFlurry.
Oh, and dipping something in it.
Yeah.
And I can't say because we're only like
No, it's
10 minutes in.
pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded.
It's Clint.
You
Clint,
are
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
safe because it is
Clint.
pre-recorded and I can tell them.
Clint.
So, Clint.
Why do a few of us?
Literally.
I don't know.
Why do a few of the members of this party fell directly onto a metal bar with their cooch.
Too many, you might say.
No, it was not members of the party. It was Jennifer, and it was.
Amara
Amara.
fell too.
Oh my God, it was Amara,
Yeah.
and it was
Xerxes?
Xerxes.
Yeah.
I said Zatalpa. Sorry.
Yeah.
We all landed on our
The
cooch.
entire the fucking primal dawn also.
Yeah.
The light of Zatalpa.
Yeah. It's the last game. I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember.
I
You
remember
guys
Fingles.
went on a. Unfortunately, that is a fast break you all remember, and I'm gonna live to regret that today.
Finger of death.
Pepper's gonna quit.
Today, we started with a mission from Halcyon, the reincarnation of Harlow, seeking the party to infiltrate this large tower, the last remaining one in a sea of rubble. Some stealth was used via Clementine and Jennifer, having a direct expertise in like urban settings. You're able to sneak you guys into an entrance underground where you found an elevator and you traveled up. Reaching the top floor, you were attacked by people that were not only of this world, but maybe not even of this dimension. And you were trapped in these areas that, if you weren't properly attuned, you couldn't necessarily traverse. All the time being tormented by what I'm calling a dimensional invader, being Xerxes from a different place where a version of Gwen reigns supreme. In his jacket, like a really nice.
Yo, nice.
Supreme.
He took
crowbar.
all the Supreme.
He did.
Supreme Crowbar.
Yeah, Supreme Brick or whatever. And you guys fought your way to the top, where you found Xerxes, partied with a collection, a cohort of flares, and a large anchor, and you guys fought to the death. A lot of you perished. Since you have some great notes, can you give us a rundown of who died and how?
So
It was pretty poetic.
Jennifer got decapitated.
Yeah.
Friend got smooshed. The blue ships got Gwen, and Grace reminded me that they were degloved completely of all of their flesh and
Right.
skin. And then Amara got a fingal of death
Finger of
and was
death.
turned into a zombie.
And then Finn went,
And then Finn pushed her.
Now, in order to save Caitlin from seeing her that
Yeah.
way. That's all I'm saying.
But she did hit her coochie with
Yeah,
that.
you did.
Yeah.
That actually was what dealt all the damage that your undead fortitude bounced.
Yeah, and then I
Fuck.
redlined.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't die,
From
guys.
a cooch.
I'm just really dumb because my intelligence is like a 2 right now.
Yes, that's actually a great segue, because I'm going to start the game with kind of a small little narrative recap here, and maybe more accurately a tying of threads to kind of put a bow on the situation so we can move on to this next conversation I want to have, which is going to be Cayman.
Mm-hmm.
Let me switch to my stream thing so I can have something a little more ambient. Love that.
Okay.
The sun sets on this large skyscraper-like penthouse. As I described before, there was this smoke and white clouds that seemed to bleed pink, and this psionic energy that was being siphoned very quickly on the death of Xerxes dissipates and scatters into the sky like, if you've ever seen lightning as it strikes, it bounces back off the ground. There's no strike down. It's just many bolts flying up into the air, penetrating this thick sheet of clouds. A lot of things happen at once here. Not only are people resurrected from Redlines, Finn has got this all on camera. Everything is being shown to the people. There is Halcyon standing proud, seeing the defeat of a great foe. The director in a shadow, fuming. And a lot of people with, if not for like physical boundaries of our world, like a million sparks of hope just cascading through the populace that are hidden in subway tunnels, homes, or in some ways prisons. And there's a proudness to that, matching Halcyon, where you guys come back, the ones who have failed, and succeeded their red line. Return to each other, clasping on shoulders, looking up, watching this display that Finn has done. And there's a moment of sereneness there, where you get to bask in that glory of that. Not only is Zook just like destroyed along this fucking space, Cayman being the one I believe who gave the final blow. A lot of her remains are here, but she's just kind of a puddle, right? But you can still see these bones that kind of stick out and pierce through, and they're mangled and mutilated, chipped and shattered. And in that moment, you guys are left in serenity. A weight is taken off you, and then a much greater one is put on. As behind you, you hear Cayman wail out in agony. Cayman is currently still diseased. Let me do three facets. Cayman's perspective, what you guys see, and then what mechanically that's going to mean for all of us, right? And I want to start with the party here, because that's what I think the viewer sees first. You guys turn. Cayman is writhing in pain. His eyes, large, animalistic. The black's almost bleeding out the green. He is purely caught, not only because his intelligence is now dropped to 1, but because his body is so racked with pain. Whatever mind he has disconnected it to like keep whatever little bit he has safe. Right? I think that's what some of our other people see. Maybe there's like a kinship there from where you've seen this kind of pain and you know that state of mind you have to enter. There's seeing it inflicted on others from you. And I think primarily for Amara, you can see the anatomy of it. His body is mutating so rapidly to try and keep his mind alive, but it's still spreading. It's almost like fissures in the earth after like an earthquake. They separate along his back. You can see these horrid columns of veins that are just being corroded by purple energy, that his body like lops off and they fizzle under his skin, and the new ones spread. And they're just trying to connect to his brain, and they just keep getting just completely fried. He is currently in a state where he will not die, but he's not going to really be living. And functionally, his brain is dead, but his heart is still alive. He will not meet the red line, and the condition to be reborn like this. Cayman, it's actually incredibly peaceful for you.
On the outside?
No, yeah. On the outside, you are Pim's kids. Yeah, it's horrible. But it's peaceful, but I would say it's peaceful as in being in like sensory deprivation. It's sensory because there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's peaceful because there's nothing. You can feel your body fight against something. And I know for a lot of us it's going to be very hard to imagine, but imagine Cayman's awareness of himself as if being able to count the degrees of a fever rising. You can just tell what's happening to you.
Yeah.
And there's a part where you realize that the biology of you, this animal tendency, is slowly creeping. And your agency is slowly being taken away. And there's not really a need to fight it.
Yeah.
Because you can feel like, if I push further, I can remain. But I will be on like electric fire.
Yeah.
And it's kind of calming. And you just kind of give into it.
Yeah.
And then everything goes dark.
The only reason he really gives in is because he's... this is the only monster he can't defeat. This is the only creature he can't hunt and destroys himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just a contradiction. So it is peaceful for him to give into that.
Yeah.
And be like, all right.
Okay. You sit in a black void for now. We're going to be doing a lot of conversations, coming back to Jacob mechanically. We've going to facilitate a change in Cayman. Not only in physicality, but structurally, mechanically, we're going to be changing kind of what Cayman is, what we know of, right? And that's going to be done through Amara and this experiment you have. Right. For just full clarity, the first level of your wizard's case study, being the case study of Cerberus, requires both arcane and divine magic. The only person you know that can cast such a thing is going to be Halcyon. Yes. There's a lot, and I don't want necessarily to underplay, there's a lot of success here. Not only the death of Xerxes, a fatal blow to the plan, the longevity of the director, but also of these people. We're going to return to that. But right now, your friend is in excruciating pain and needs help. So is there anything you'd like to do before I move you back to the ship? We're going to be in, just as Cayman cannot experience time in a linear form, neither of my party. I'm going to move us here, kind of niblously, through the space. I would like us to move to the ship. Is there anything you want to do while we do that? And of course, we can always come back to this location if we need to.
For this item required, is that something I need to get here, or is it something I've already made?
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
That actually is here already.
Okay.
If you look upon Xerxes, that same kind of form I was talking about, these bones, as her body is trying to mend but cannot. And it's similar to Cayman, where you can see her body trying to bring her back, but then parts just like rot away too fast. There's a small, like silked cloth that is between like her scalp and her skull, that after it rots away and fades into these small like sparks of like green, you can see this kind of like almost like a wedding veil slip over her eyes.
Sure.
And that is the weave,
I'll take that.
or the web rather.
That's cool as shit.
Took her weave.
Yeah. Weave snatch.
I cast weave
And
snatch.
the Dark Soul spot, we've snatched.
Gwen, as these small flickers of green energy from Xerxes seem to kind of jump out and then die, whatever like heat and ignition cannot carry them to any kind of safety, they just burn up in the air. Coming from her core, is a similar thing, this small, sickly green will-o-wisps. They're slightly larger than the others, but as we all are in death, not really any distinct or different. It's all a core component we have. And it kind of just floats, and it doesn't look at you, because it's a wisp, right? But it does, the others kind of orbited towards you, let them be pulled into this kind of like gravity that you have. This one seems to fight it for some reason. But it's not necessarily like in a defiance way, just in like a reluctance kind of way. How would you like to handle this before we leave?
I think just like the other little wisps are still around him.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna gesture and just kind of look at it, and it's kind of almost like he thinks he's gonna start talking again. And he doesn't get a response. And I think it's very much of just he'll probably just grab his shawl, just kind of wrap it around it and pull it into him. Pull it around him.
That's sweet. You do so. And there's this torrent of small bits of magic that are from the corpse that Gwen steps in. Not you're stepping to viscera, it's like it's already faded so quickly, it's in a clear space. And then we have this image from you guys, maybe even seeing Gwen embrace this wisp as all of these things kind of like spiral around him, dissipate into the air. Is there anything you'd like to do before we move on to the ship?
Yes. I'm gonna go get the food.
I
Please do.
would like to, I guess, collect the remains of Xerxes.
There's almost none left.
Nothing left? Like no viscera, any of that left?
Most of it fades into those small, like little sparks of energy. I was
Sure,
talking about
that's all
kind
that
of-
matters to me.
Yeah, the biggest thing
Yeah.
that remains after, like you could pick stuff up, but it's going to fade. Maybe if you throw, like if you wanted to like keep it for a time, you could probably throw into one of Mara's things, and I would say that it could probably it could maintain.
Sure.
If we're like trying to study some.
I think he's only doing that because his thought process is either he doesn't want the director to have it, or Mara's
cool.
gonna have a thought about this later when he's not occupied with
Let's say
Cayman.
this, because I think there's a very cool thing coming up potentially in the future.
Yeah.
Let's say that you're able to save her skull.
Her skull's into the thing?
That seems like a very big thing to have, and with D&D we have the
I'll add it
capability to
to
do
my-
Super Dead.
Noise.
There's a skull behind you.
Grab it.
There it is.
There you go.
That's her.
I mean, it's also in that same idea of sicknesses and venoms and all that.
Yeah.
You want whatever it came from.
Yeah.
So
That makes
that's what I
sense.
was
Makes sense.
Finn has no way of interacting with that, but he's like a Mars.
I mean, it's a very clever thing to kind of call out, and I think it's great. Yeah, Mara, if as long as it's in that space, and maybe you might have to build some kind of like chamber to put it in when you want to study it, you can absolutely do whatever you want with that.
Are Avery and Maddy still here?
Yes. Madeline is like jabbing her sister, not like roughly,
Oh.
but you can tell that Avery is like at the halfway point of the battle, she chose the side, and it clearly was the winning side. But now she realized that maybe her reluctance to attack the opposition maybe have led to not even someone just dying. Like Cayman is an unsightly thing to see, and she is. You don't know if you or any of your assassins necessarily feel shame in that same way when you take a life, but to let something like suffer and linger is kind of rough.
Yeah.
But yes, both are present.
Okay. I just want them to come with us, basically.
No, easy enough. No, yeah. Madeline kind of puts her hand on it and goes, of course.
Yeah.
Avery's kind of quiet, but she's not necessarily like avoiding you, but it's kind of like that authority thing. Like she'll meet your gaze, and when you look at her, she kind of like looks away.
Do you still have that sending stone? We completed your job, and we have a task for you.
Sorry, I was going to describe like background noise. Stone doesn't pick up background noise. He says, of course, Amar. Tell me where. You guys have earned whatever you need to ask for.
Just meet us at our ship.
One and done.
You got a blender in the background.
Yeah, it's making us
Yeah,
smoothie.
there's parties going on. Everyone's
Yeah.
like,
You
yeah.
hear Vander in the background.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry. let me go
Amara, do you
outside.
want margaritas?
Yeah.
Later.
Where you been, Loca? Okay.
Dumb.
Amara, where have you been, Loca?
Okay. Are we good to continue maybe till 7, then take a break for food?
Sure.
Want to do that?
Love that.
Okay. Just get into a space.
You had to look at the time
Okay.
like I did.
You guys head back to the ship, and I'm just kind of roll stuff around. So please let me know if something you're like, hey, pause, I want to do something, and then we can fold it back into the dough, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of what we're needing and making here. My idea of the Cerberus project, this wizard's case study, is going to be a surgery. This is going to be you, not only as like an arcane, like master of study, but also using this in tandem with Halcyon are going to essentially go into a 4-hour surgery with Cayman to do that. And that'll be the space that we kind of play in for a while. So is there anything you want to do to prep before that?
I don't think so.
Cool. I'll set the scene. If I say something that changes, we'll just go back.
Okay.
Halcyon arrives. Maybe you've trapped Cayman in one of your orbs, your
Yeah.
things, right? He's not hostile.
No, he's just heavy.
Yes, that's a lot of it. He's not hostile or reluctant to go. He's just, I mean, as I said, like nerves on fire.
Yeah.
They're just things moving, and he has no control over it. You go into your lab, prepare him, maybe find him a space where he's comfortable, sedate him to some point
Yeah.
where you can still tell that there is parts of his body burning, but his mind's not necessarily getting that receptor anymore. So his body's at peace, his heart rate drops. Halcyon arrives. He greets you, and then he kind of looks upon, and he's like, oh, Mara, I'm so sorry.
That's why you're here.
Okay. I helped a lot of people, but I don't know if I'll be the same, but I doubt.
Can you still heal people?
Oh, of course. I can
Still
assist.
have a aura about you?
Yeah. I assume your hands are here to guide me if I don't know what to do. Okay.
His tongue is sticking out. He's like,
Yeah.
Aww. He's so
Don't say
peaceful.
no.
it's like flopped out of the side of his mouth.
They
It's
removed
like
all
when
his
dogs don't have any teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
If
no!
you try to shove it back in, it just, it just sticks out.
He just got the
Don't
choke
gum and
on it.
everything now.
Sorry. I have a lot of things happening at once.
Trigger.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before Amara and Halcyon begin this process? After being back on the ship, communicating with NPCs, talking with anybody, you guys will be present while it happens. It's like, it's magical, right? No one's scrubbing in. Right. I mean, there is an aspect where she's really going to do brain surgery, but
Yeah.
I mean, no one's going to be. It's not
Finn
going to be
ties her hair back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jennifer's watching while eating talkies.
Yeah, she's like, what are you doing?
She's talking like into my brain.
Sitting in the booth.
He wakes up immediately. He's like,
Come on, stop.
That's crazy. You taught him another language.
No, wrong sentence. Start speaking French.
Oh, he's French now.
Oh.
Ew.
Jennifer.
Oh, he's Santiago now. Get rid
Yeah.
of him.
Oh yeah, you got to throw him back in there.
Don't.
Yeah, throw him back in the oven. You cook a little longer. Okay. If we're good, we're going to start this process. Okay. Everyone, as I said, is around and can orbit. So if you want to interject, please. Halcyon begins, and he kind of puts his. He does get into necessarily not necessarily in like an outfit, not necessarily like scrubs, right? But he does remove armor, make himself comfortable. He understands this is going to be a long time. It's going to be about endurance, not so much about brute force. And you can see him cautiously put his hands and hover over his skin, Cayman's. And he kind of looks back to you and he says, "Is it safe to touch him?"
Yeah, it should be. It's more of a mental effect, I think.
Okay. And he kind of places his hands on his arms and kind of feels up, up into his shoulder and his chest. Cayman, in that black space, there's like a faint knocking, as if you're in an orb. And there's a knocking to your right, and you can feel your arm lift, and this handprint, like a white radiant hand, seems to kind of make its way up your arm.
While he's in this space, just to kind of add to what I'm visualizing, I imagine that Cayman in this form, while he's within this orb, he's he's within it, right?
Yeah.
I think in this sensory deprivation, he's almost like a memorial. He's got the
love
orb
that.
around it, and he's
Yeah.
kind of floating around it. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Yeah, so you're holding on to that.
And his tail's curl all the way around.
Of course,
it.
of course.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful. You feel that same kind of presence there. And you can see, and you can feel that there's about to be a shift here. Just like I offered for them. Is there anything you want to do in this space?
Mm.
Okay. You can see magic radiate from his hands. As it coalesces on his body, this nasty scar on the back of his neck seems to be the first thing that glows. Then through the thin fabric of his shirt, the hand on his chest glows. His eyes radiate. His hair kind of begins to rise with static electricity. And he seems to kind of begin working. There's a small kind of hymn that he does to himself quietly. Then once he takes breaks, he looks up at you. The light only dimming for a second, just to maybe even give him just a clarity for you, as if am I doing the right thing? Is this what you need? And at times when he's focusing, coming out of that hymn and looking for you, there's a moment where he looks up to where you were after minutes have passed and you're now beginning to work. And he has to turn and find you. You guys lock eyes and kind of reassure each other and go right back into it. This is kind of an arduous process. For you guys, this is where I'm going to describe the scenario here, right? So kind of this will be the vibe of it all.
You get a bully Jacob now.
Cayman, let me do this. I'm going to switch to a soundtrack from Savoie. He has a wonderful little bunch of cool stuff he has that in his ambient tracks.
Travis. I love Travis Savoie.
So beautiful.
Okay,
There's a bird.
there's a bird.
It's not a chicken.
That presence seems to grow to the point where it's kind of a mindfuck for you, Cayman, because the space that you open with, there's a perspective shift. The space you're in, this dome I talked about, begins to kind of stretch, the sphere becoming kind of a cube and larger, and then it seems to kind of like open as if like a flower bud, and it splays out long sheets of black, kind of like wrap over like trees and different things, creating these odd silhouettes, kind of as if anything's draped over. And there's this first thing that like an artist uses a trick to draw a bird next to something to give its immensity. You didn't realize how large you were.
Oh.
As you take this orb and float, you look and you see ruins of like a castle to your left, ruins to the right, like small suits of armor that have been like slashed up against the wall. They're all the same way, like, kind of cloaked in this black sheet. But as they're like this, you're like this.
Oh, wow.
And there's a small, as these sheets kind of fall, the frontmost edges of the sheet seem to be cut and burning with like radiant energy. And they seem to fall into a place like a bridal train kind of thing. And in your point of view, you see a man, a silhouette of a man, not in black, but in like white light. And he is approaching. Functionally, this is like I think of like a normal human knight, and you're like a ancient dragon kind of thing.
Oh, interesting.
It's about the size I'm trying to go for here.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think he waits. I don't think he approaches. I think he's just like still there, just kind of like taking everything in and waiting.
Yeah.
Just seeing what happens.
Okay.
Because he reacts.
The knight approaches, and you see his armor is very similar to how Gwen's parents are. Radiant, almost see-through.
Yeah.
Definitely something to signify a title, and it's something that is like a mantle of responsibility that he takes on.
Okay.
Right. He enters a space, removes his helmet, and this long brown hair. As I've described, Halcyon before was kind of like salt and peppered. He's maybe in his late 20s. He looks well. The scars are gone. He looks returned to fullness of himself. And he kind of places the thing down, takes this large sword and places it at the ground, and kind of looks up and goes, well, "Hi, Cayman. I was looking everywhere for you. I didn't realize you'd be this far in, or this big." And he kind of just like finds like a rock and kind of sits and goes, "I think I'm here to help you out. Amara called me."
He kind of like leans his head in and like looks at him.
Yeah.
He's like examining him.
Yeah.
He's definitely showing confusion.
Yeah. He goes, "Cayman, do you remember who I am? Can you come to me? Come into the light for me? I'm gonna try and help out."
Kind of like looks around and he realizes he doesn't really know where he is. He has nowhere else to go, so he does so.
Okay. You reach out, this large like dragon claw out to like his palm. And he seems to touch it, and that radiant energy very quickly, it's almost startling, like rushes up your body.
Oh shit.
And at that point you look, and then all of the black's like been burned away. And now you're in this pretty serene place. Let me do a quick second thing real fast. Let me just find we have to have some really cool like witch lighty shit, right?
Whoa.
Gotta have some.
That's cool.
Give me a hot second here.
You're good.
I'm gonna start the Bullywug revolution. Yeah.
You should.
They're in Fallout right now.
Okay.
So.
Can you have the lights just a smidge?
Dim.
Up. Just a little.
Boop. Boop.
Perfect.
That's a smidge.
I love that.
I can't do any more than that. That's the smidgest I can smidge.
And around
That's a smudge.
you see
Yeah,
the same
sorry.
thing. These dilapidated ruins to the left and right of you. These same knights, but instead of being cloaked in black sheets, they're covered in vines and moss. And it's just beautiful display of nature taking back this metallic armor, flowers of bud up to the arms. And you realize nature hasn't begun to remove it. That's how they've always been. As in like a knight cloaked in like a large cape of flowers.
Yeah.
The vines removing from leather straps to hold the pieces together. And this place immediately reminds you of something. This ocean out in this far distance, the same kind of like grain stalks waving in this large gales of wind kind of push them down, and they kind of find their way back up. This is a place in the Feywild that, after some of the rougher fights, Amara and you and Harlow would have to take refuge here to like hide from the fucking shit that you guys have done before.
Yeah, I mean, he's in complete serenity. I think he's
You're
just
still large,
entirely
by the way,
peaceful.
but not immensity.
Right.
You're now just kind of larger than Halcyon.
This definitely, I think, makes him feel like more of himself for a moment.
Yeah.
And I think now he's like, what am I? Like, he looks at himself.
You look like how you like. It's up to you. Would you like me a description?
Um,
You just like you? It's
Well,
up to you. How
Just
you
a
want
little
me.
blob.
huh?
You're just a little blob.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
just
ditto.
a pile.
I will say though, now that like the darkness has been pushed away, Halcyon, which I want to be very clear,
Yeah.
visually he's Harlow right now, right? Speaking is Halcyon, but the person in front of you is Harlow. The armor has been removed, and it's now like this plain clothing, large kind of white linen shirt that's cut up with the grain, and when the wind
Yeah.
blows, he's just kind of in this like I don't know if he's even wearing shoes.
It's
Is
his
this
campground
like,
clothes.
just to get the vibe
Yeah,
here?
it's campground clothes.
Yeah. Is it like we're adapting to each area, or is this like a mind palace where the true versions of ourselves, or like how we see ourselves, or something like that?
I think it's more of a mind palace kind of thing.
Okay, so then I think he is
guy.
enormous. His his head is a lot more pointed. He has 4 wings, and he's just a lot longer. His limbs are a lot longer. He has similar to that like a dragon. Like he has like scales and whatnot. His spines that like go up his spine are super long. And yeah. He's just take what he already is and then times it by 2. That's kind of just what he looks like. Yeah. And that excites him a little bit. He looks at it and he's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. You can also speak to Harlow.
Oh,
Or
fuck!
To Halcyon. Yeah, you have speech.
So then I think he doesn't say it like that.
Father.
He definitely looks down and he says, adequate.
He looks and goes, yeah, I would say I thought you'd get smaller and less intimidating. But
Why are you here?
Well, Amara called me. And I think you understand better than most. I think when that woman calls anyone, supposed to show up.
Is this really you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Well, I'm going to put it plainly with you right now that you're hurt in a really bad way. And you've recessed into yourself in ways that your friends and I are trying to dig out. And
I felt myself fade.
yes, something is destroying your body, but you're beating it. And now we just gotta make sure. Amara described it like this: we can hold the line. But we kind of gotta get our best fighter in there to really push it. That's you, kid. You gotta get out of here and go out there and do something about it.
Where would I go?
Kind of looks. He's like, well, I think it's gonna be kind of up to you. I think, or maybe up to them. Your people. I think, and he kind of looks at you. Goes, I mean, the appearance have changed, but I think there's something about you that's changing.
I feel it.
I think there's a lesson to be learned here, maybe.
Nature is overtaking you the same way it takes me.
Yes.
I never found myself so grounded with reality until now.
Being in tune with things are different. I think right now and he kind of looks to like the knights kind of like slammed against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks like the rebel, and he says, I think there might be a level of discipline here. And he kind of looks, and you can see that he still is radiant in places.
Yeah.
And you can see the vines, as a plant is one to do, reaching for the sun to him. And he kind of looks down at it, and he kind of like lets that aura die a little bit. And the plants seem to kind of, almost like a living, try and find other sources of light. He goes, I think there might be a discipline and power here.
I've never had to control myself.
It's gonna be different and hard.
I don't know what to do.
Well, welcome to free will.
It's and he looks around, and as you know, the serenity of him kind of makes him feel nostalgic. In that same vein, it also reminds him that like this is something he can't return to, and then there's this emptiness that he kind of feels when he says that, and he says, "I don't know if I want this."
Okay. Well, this is the bottom. Where do you want to go?
I want to explore.
Well, then do that. I'm just here to get you out. And you look ready. I mean, look at you. You kind of gestures like to your wings. You can fly anywhere, go anywhere, pick anything up.
He probably like flies to wherever an exit is.
Yeah.
And then he lands there, and then he turns back to Harlow and he says, "Should I take you with me?"
You know, so and it's weird because it's like Harlow's face, but it's like Halcyon's like words. He goes, "I don't know, kid. I think I'm just a stranger to you. I think you should find your own way."
Then he goes,
Wonderful.
"I fly into the sun and then I eat it."
Shit. I would like to do this. Cayman, you have
World goes dark.
Cayman, no!
Who turned off the lights?
If you could, maybe try in your character notes right here.
Sun Eater.
You have,
Cayman.
Swallow of the Sun, the Jabberwock. You have learned a lesson in color.
Okay.
That of
Cool.
the color black and discipline.
Black. I didn't know there was a
Jealous.
black. That's cool.
Okay.
Okay, love that. I'm gonna write that down.
And then before we go on a small little break to snack, can I have everyone roll initiative for who would like to teach Cayman their lesson next?
Nope.
15.
15. I have 15 from Amara.
I'll send you my name.
Please. I'll look at all. I'll turn my phone down so everyone can just kind of look at what you got. Gwen.
I forgot math. I forgot how numbers were.
7. My initiative is always bad.
That's all right.
We have the same curse.
Yeah.
Also 15.
15. Okay.
I would like Amara to go before me.
I can absolutely do that.
16.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Okay. Does anyone have memes they want to send?
Yes.
Oh,
Feel free to send a meme.
you don't get a meme from me
Valid.
unless you want one.
I mean, I always want a meme.
Well, fuck. I'll look for. Maybe I've got one.
Yeah.
You told me to send
I
you a
sent you my
meme.
name.
Bro. Betrayal.
I know. I already
What?
sent
Betrayal.
to me.
Me?
You.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that we weren't doing
You
a
were
meme,
just-
and then we are doing it. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Everybody confused me, and I really have a good memory for these kind of things. I just feel like
I swallowed the sun.
I just swallowed the sun, guys.
I can use my
You were
previous
just
memes
trying
too.
to collect a bunch of funny memes
Yeah.
and steal them.
There you go. There's your meme.
Cool.
How do you like that one?
I'm just gonna use these for now.
Well, do you think so?
Yeah. I think so. I think it's fairly obvious.
Yeah.
I think we all know.
I got the tiny dice today.
Who am I missing?
Tiny,
Gwen?
tiny. It's as big as my intelligence. right?
Big Cayman, tiny dice.
Okay.
Hey. I don't think I was actually supposed to roll.
No.
I was not supposed to roll.
You're involved in all scenes. Let's do
omnipresent.
Well, let's do memes real fast. Let's start with Spencer. What in the hell is that? That is wild, I think. Hang on. I have to change our music real fast. So
Theme music.
we're going to do this.
This is the loading screen.
Honestly, slay. Honestly, slay.
It's Alan.
It's Alan.
It's Alan, but he's a
friend.
Oh
He's a
my
goth
God.
baddie.
Yeah, he's a goth baddie.
That's cool.
Pretty crazy.
Like-
Okay.
God, you guys need to tell me when you guys get through something very popular or just
I know.
all
I know.
together so I
It's-
can be
it happens
aware?
so fast.
And
I
I'm just
know.
like,
I know of it. I haven't done it.
Okay.
watched a lot
We're gonna
of
go
it.
to Jennifer.
You know.
That's so stupid. It's a man dressed up as a hot dog, a goddamn hot dog, and there's two other people. You know, I shouldn't assume they're men.
Yeah.
There's two fellas.
There's a
people.
person-shaped hot dog
What?
down there, and he's getting squeezed on by someone dressed up as mustard with a mustard thing squeezed on another one made of ketchup.
Like
Wow.
he's peeing.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is
Yeah, like
Wow.
he's peeing.
that is
Yeah.
in fact
peeing.
crazy.
He's peeing.
So that's
He's
12 for
peeing.
sure.
pissed, for sure.
Gwen, my sweet star child, can do no wrong.
yeah, especially in comparison to that.
Yeah. That was wild.
Tom completely misunderstood pride. Who wants to buy 15 lines? The person's very tall Bart. Okay. Sounds good. You're at 20, so it's so far it's looking Amara, Gwen, and then let's see what Finn got for me.
Unless Finn's first, who knows?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was Jacob's first.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow,
What is it?
Fuck turfs, but it was really funny.
that's wild.
It's
No, I'm sorry, I looked at Jacob's.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, no.
Fucker.
Oh no.
It's using the scale.
Tainted.
Using the
mine's
scale
horrible.
provided, rate how much you like kids. On one side's Drake, and I think the other one's that woman that.
Casey
Wow.
Anthony.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Jesus
Wild.
Christ.
Wild. Okay. Where'd you send it to me, Mia?
It's
Phone?
yeah, your phone.
But I didn't read anything. That dog is the worst part.
What is it?
When
There we go.
that's so dumb.
It is.
It's a man out in the woods cooking some chicken on like a campsite, and he's dressed up as Harry Potter, and his dog is standing in a very strange position as Dobby. It says, when your dog is a better Harry Potter cosplayer than you, and he's like a little Dobby, creepy gremlin. guy.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
Here's
crazy.
how some dogs are.
Anything that has to do
Ew.
with Dobby is gonna break you.
That's good.
Wild.
That's good. Okay, so then the order would be this.
Thank God.
Sorry, I'm trying to determine what's first over here. It would be like this.
Bean. Amara.
Hello, Daddy Finn. Hello, Daddy Finn.
Unless, how do you feel about that? First, second, third, fourth. Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm
Feeling
good.
great?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, it goes like
Let's go
this.
snack.
Oh.
Oh,
That's perfect.
Whoa,
It
a
does.
circle.
Wow.
Well, let's
That's
go to a
crazy.
little snack break and then we'll
All
come
right,
back.
guys, we're gonna be back in a few seconds, but I'm gonna edit it, so we're gonna be back immediately.
Yay.
Hello.
We've eated.
Yeah,
Hated.
we've eated,
Oh,
sharded, and
Pissid.
farted or whatever.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Pissed?
Pissid.
Wow, I am pissed a little bit.
peace.
Yeah.
Damn.
Go piss, girl.
Yeah. No, I did already.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I've already done that.
No longer hangry.
I've been there, done that. Now we get to play
Yes.
D&D.
XOXO Gossip Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that show is crazy. We talk about that on podcast or something.
Okay.
Okay, so I was gonna do a recap.
That's what left off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we left off 10
Okay.
seconds ago.
Yeah. Did you guys forget? Because I
Did you just
did.
forget because it just started back
Yeah.
up?
Everybody rolled initiative, and I went out a window.
Yeah. Finn, you ready? You want to go first?
Sure.
Want to lead us in? Is your mic muted? Just to double check. Love that.
Triple check.
Pop off.
So I get to kind of like set the scene, right?
You are functionally DM.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay, we'll move. Okay.
that was
Yeah.
I
threatening.
would if I wouldn't have to do it for
No.
three other times.
Oh,
No,
I
this
would
is
hate
my
that.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I don't want that
It's
responsibility.
I think you fly off, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of find yourself like coming back into that amphitheater type space that we've been at in. I was gonna say the Divide. It's not the Divide.
The parallel?
And yeah, and you have all those people who are kind of like chanting, and you can hear like the celebration of it. And you see Finn, kind of you're gonna be kind of up next to.
Okay. All right.
And as you kind of like settle in there, he's gonna be like, okay, so 10 minutes, in and out. You just don't get overwhelmed by everything, but they want to see face.
I don't think I'm the one to do this.
What do you mean?
These are not my capabilities.
What capabilities do you think you don't have?
Humanity.
Sure. But, I mean, most of them also don't have you. Because, do you not hear that?
It's loud.
Yes, it is. It's loud. It's people who are celebrating, right? Because of you. Because of what we've done. You gotta give them something to kind of see, too.
I can try.
I don't think we're gonna spend very long here.
What do they want to see?
A symbol, usually? Nothing important. The important thing's gonna come after this.
What if they fear me?
It's always a possibility, but I mean, I think they kind of want to see the fangs and the eyes and the terror, because that's all they're gonna see of you. They're gonna praise it, but that isn't all of what you are.
All right.
You ready?
Yes,
Okay. You want to lead?
I can.
Okay, go for it.
But he goes out on the stage and he I think he just walks out.
Yeah.
He looks around.
On 2 feet.
He's on 2 feet and he's like, oh wait, and then he gets back on all
Yeah.
fours.
The crowd's silent, and then they start cheering. You know.
Yeah. And then
He makes the feedback.
He taps them.
I think he probably just he thinks back to the conversation
Yeah.
because he doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he like unfurls his wings and he effectively goes into what would be like his rage. So he prepares for battle effectively, but he isn't fighting anything. And there's this weird amount of, funnily enough, like self-control that comes with that, where he is like, well, there's nothing to fight, but that's all right. I can just assume this stance that I have, and I can bear the fangs and the claws and spray fucking acid into the sky. It melts and everybody. Ah! No.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's as much as he gets to performative.
No, I think there's a lot of it where, as he's doing that, I think Finn just does like a mellow melody behind him to kind of, not mellow, sorry, to kind of amp it up, to get the crowd what it wants, right? And then he's gonna hand the stage back over to like Hank or Honk or whoever's coming up next. Same twins, it's fine. And he's gonna like, as you kind of exit off stage, he's gonna be like, I know that was weird, right? But I think it's important to know that like you're gonna have a lot of people rooting for you, wanting a part of you, right? It's natural to seek, I know, outside reassurance sometimes, but
I never thought I needed it.
I don't think not from these people. I mean, it's great to be loved to a certain extent, to be raised up on a pedestal, but
It's not love, it's recognition.
right, it's acknowledgement that you've done well, and that you can lead, and you have a place with them. But what really matters isn't them. And as he's talking, he's gonna lead you back into like the like green room or whatever, where Amara and Gwen and Jennifer are. And it's just gonna be them who like are excited to like see you again. You have probably sheep being cooked.
Multiple sheep.
Sheeps.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is this?
How you know it's a dream?
I know this isn't reality.
What do you mean?
Where am I?
I think you're with us in the parallel.
Where's Harlow?
Probably at that time, like, he enters, like, stage left, whatever, from one of the other
Sure.
doors. Comes in.
I see. Well, I don't. I still have no idea what's going on.
Because I think that there's a lot to be said about the outside crowd roaring for you and your accomplishments and everything you do. But these people, us, like the love that you get, that's what's gonna keep you grounded.
Hmm.
It's okay to it's not weak to want their attention or affection.
I don't know what to say.
Mm. You have to say anything.
My eyes have been opened to freedom, and I don't know where to go. I need help.
It's hard walking out of the cage the first time. Or the second time. Or the third time. I tell you what to do. But until you choose it yourself, it won't matter. I just want you to know that these people, I, Harlow, Amara, Jin, Gwynnifer. Gwynnifer. Jennifer.
You're fucked.
They don't love you for what you can do on the battlefield. We're not complete without you.
He looks around.
Yeah,
There's
for
this
sure.
is this aura of like him being I think primarily confused.
No, valid.
And I think there's an element to this that he is taking in.
Right.
He doesn't know what to do with it. He it's like he's just been handed this gift, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now what? And then he says, all right, well, why are we here?
Oh, I think we're here to have a good time. Go eat your sheep
Okay.
and
okay.
harass Gwyn and enjoy the attention you get from people who love you. Take every moment with Harlow, Halcyon that you can. It's okay to rest. Be here.
I feel like I don't need rest. I need action.
Okay.
I need something.
What do you need? A direction?
Yes. It's all I've ever known. I feel lost. I'll eat a sheep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, Cayman, that's the problem. Is you're a creature of action. You're always looking for the next thing, the next threat, the next everything. Assessing to make sure that you continue to survive, but it's okay to be here.
Okay.
It's okay to curl up into the edge of Mara's bed. Just shove me in a vent.
I think he does. He doesn't put you in a vent.
No.
He's like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Kobe, you're here too. No, he probably gets up next to Amara. He's way too big, and then he kind of just like begins to rest, and just tries to. I think at this point he thinks he's dead. I think he's like, oh, this is what happens afterwards. This is great. I think I'll just be happy here.
Yeah.
And then that's what he does.
Am I
Yeah.
dead now?
Since you said that I was DM
Sure.
this time, I think it'd be great if everyone else could say something that they like about Cayman, kind of like an affirmation circle.
Wow, affirmation
or
circle
something
came
like,
in.
or
For sure,
or
for
a
sure,
way
for
in which
sure.
that
No,
they
for
would
sure.
give him
I think it's
attention,
cute.
you know, that sort of thing.
Kawhi
Yeah.
says, Great 3-pointer.
Yeah.
I love your determination, Cayman.
Pass.
Gives him a little.
His head looks up and he's like, he looks down at you. He's like,
Gives him a little scratch.
he's happy with you.
It's her turn.
Be sweet to the boy.
I like that you act on instinct, Cayman.
It doesn't have to be affirmation. Just mean
Mm-mm.
how we make you happy, and we can hunt you all the sheep you want, I guess.
Oh. Infinite sheep.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Acts of service.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I think he would say like, he's like still like partially like asleep. Like
Yeah.
his eyes are closed and he says, I appreciate you all, but why do this?
I think we give attention to the people we love. It's important. Builds bonds. And like he's gonna
Hmm.
pet you on your frills.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
It's not about deserving, Cayman. No one deserves anything. It's just sometimes we're lucky to find the people who love us. When you do, you just relish what they give you.
I feel lucky.
I think it might be a good spot if you guys are done now. Have you fall asleep and then just transition into.
Me. Get a little
Oh,
nightcap.
yes, before.
Hey, nice job.
Could you give Cayman his lesson in color, being
Yeah.
red?
Attention.
Attention.
Yeah.
Aw.
Like he doesn't get enough.
He doesn't. He
Attention,
needs
no.
some more.
God, it's like coffee cake.
Okay. DM Spencer,
Me.
way to be my guy.
When Cayman wakes up, we're back to the first house that we had when we awoke. We're in the garden.
Oh.
And just it's quiet. The others are probably back at the house, just tending to the garden. Cayman, I need you to collect quite a few things for us today so we can have a dinner together. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think you could do that?
I've never spoken to you like this before.
What would you like to say?
I don't know. It feels like a burden. I owe you something. I need to tell you why, or explain why, but I don't want to.
You don't owe me a thing, Cayman.
Okay. What do you want?
I want to give you your independence. I feel like you are tethered to me in a way. And I think sometimes that frustrates you. And it's not a bad thing. I'll always be here for you. And I think the others would say the same. But with this intelligence that you've been given, I'd like to give this to you.
I care for you too much to criticize you. I don't think you want this.
I do. If anything, I'd love it if you would criticize me, Cayman, because I am not perfect.
I see. He goes.
She'll hand him like a little list.
He's like,
Next to each word, there's like a little drawing. We'll work on reading. at another time. Hopefully in several languages. But for now, drawings will
Alright.
do. It's like carrot, potato, sheep.
And he bounds for it and then flies off.
She'll just watch from afar.
Like a mama.
Yeah.
Letting your kid go
Mhm.
off to college.
And then when he returns, come on.
He's like a whole sheep.
Oh. Ooh, you kill him at least. I hate when you bring the live ones back.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He turns around, turns right back. He's like,
It was a
Wow.
He's got a blue ribbon on now.
Oh.
Fingles.
I did this for you.
Sheep don't have fingers.
There's not much I want, but I care about you.
I care about you too, Karen. And I hope you find something that you want. Something to strive towards.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go cook for everyone.
Okay.
I'll head in the house and I'll spend the evening just building new skills. Learning how to prepare a meal,
Folding laundry.
folding laundry,
Yeah.
gaining some independence.
He doesn't fold laundry. He hates it.
Yeah.
He's more close. That makes sense.
This is how you
If-
separate the whites.
If the basket makes it to his room, I'm happy with
Yeah,
it.
it's a winner. Yeah. As long as that's not
He
in the
doesn't wear
fucking
clothes.
dryer.
It's just his
And you're fishing out from the dryer.
Yeah.
But not me.
Okay.
Yeah, who does that?
Is that your interview thing?
Oh, thank God, I was gonna cry.
Right?
Oh, fuck, I had to hold that down the whole time?
Amar,
Jesus Christ.
can you tell Cayman his lesson in color of orange?
Fuck off, Spencer.
independence.
What? Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna pretend that I wasn't about to sob. What is it?
Independence.
What's color?
Orange.
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 Yeah, orange or glad, do you know how to fold a
Yes.
t-shirt with some
You
cardboard?
get
Yeah.
an achievement.
Should be taught in school.
You've really.
Yeah.
You learned how to do taxes too.
Yes.
Oh shit, he has
Of
little
course.
glasses.
You
on.
had
You did the little calculator.
exchange rates.
Interest.
I may have
Interest.
independence, but I'm still dependent.
Oh, yeah. Still
Good.
independent.
Yes.
That's funny. Tax
Jesus Christ.
tax jokes.
Oh, tax jokes.
really are an
because
adult.
because I do my own taxes because I do them all the time and I fucking hate it.
Okay.
Oh man, I guess I'm gonna do the.
We're gonna tee up over here.
Oh gosh.
Where are we going? For
Gwynfer.
you, Gwen.
Sorry.
Yeah, Gwenifer.
Be careful. In the, it's a stark difference between Finn and Amara's more idyllic. It's almost like you're in the middle of combat,
Oh shit.
Oh, that's fun. That's
and
fun.
it starts off, but at the same time, it starts off slow
Mhm.
because Gwen is going easy,
Oh, they're fighting.
Mhm.
Okay.
and it's back and forth, the spark.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a scene shifts. It's a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
And by then he's expecting, it came in, he's like, why'd you mess up that shot? You should have been able to hit me.
I should have. I don't know
Should've.
why.
You're right.
Fuck.
You need to be able to react faster.
Yes.
Act faster. If it's not me, what if it's Amara? And it's like another shift. It's Gwen is also older,
Mhm.
and it's like Cayman is older. And it's the attacks and the fighting. It's still playful, but it's just harsher and harsher.
Yeah.
And he's throwing everything he has at Cayman. And I feel like it's the same thing with the scenery behind them. First it's calm, it's storm,
Yeah.
and then it is a rolling hurricane.
That's cool shit.
And at the last bit, it is like Gwen is no longer, it's still the same age. This older Gwen, he has kind of reached his point. And he's, what do you got for me?
You. I feel like there's no way to surpass you.
That's the whole point for you.
I know, but I value you not being my enemy.
It doesn't matter. All that it matters is that here we are, we're getting better. And by now, it's like the scenery. It's space,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's cool.
It's a world tree
Mhm.
behind them, pulsing like a heartbeat. I mean, that's just what we are. We're inevitable, man.
I know. That's why I fear you.
You're my counterbalance. And the only thing keeping you in balance with me is if we keep up.
I like that. I was far too foolish to realize that you could be someone to help me, to teach me. I think there was something within me that wanted that always, but I only ever saw you as a threat.
Because you're always looking to take care of Amara and Finn. And I think in some sense I threatened that. Because I'm not Amara and Finn. I never will be. But I serve a different purpose for you, I think. For you, the same thing for me. Because Amara and Finn are my leashes. And I think you're, in some cases, the prey and the predator.
Yes. There's a piece to that you're missing. I don't think you threaten it. I envy you.
Why is that?
I feel lucky to have the people that I have. They're not my people. I'm singular.
Your people are who you make them to be. I'm not like Amara. You know that. You know I'll outlast everyone here. But they're still my people. And you and Finn and Amara and Jennifer will always be my people.
He doesn't respond. I think he just takes it in and really just he just thinks for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's, once again, in that space. It's just the two of them.
And he says, I understand. You're important to my growth, Gwen. I have no one else who's like this.
I think it's the same, of course. It's a mirror. I want to get better. Because I need something to prove. God probably by now scratches the back of like his ear spikes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of you knowing where you fit. Even if you're a singularity, it's based on what you think.
It is.
Is that where we were done? Very good. Can I have?
Fuck you too, Grace.
I'm
How am I
in
gonna follow
the
that up?
bleachers. God damn.
Can I have? Oh, rather, Ken, you give Cayman his lesson in color of green.
Growth.
Gross!
You even
You
fucking
got it.
said it.
Yeah.
You said
did.
it at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
With my
I know, it's
Nice.
like, you gotcha.
hell yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's so much easier to go first than it is last.
You can do it. You always do it.
Hey, by the
You
way, I
do.
didn't know this was gonna happen. I'm being ganged up on. All right. I will not give in.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
You got one more.
Oh, fuck.
Cow.
I promise you, it's not gonna be as much.
Oh, please, please. We played 10 games of you and Matherin kicking our ass. We know not.
I
it's
was
a
in your
little
fucking
secure.
dreams,
Yeah.
girl.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Speak from the heart.
You're in charge, my guy.
Okay.
Or the dick.
We're on a field, a beautiful field. It's
Where?
nice and tall. The sun is just setting, starting to set. It's very beautiful, and way off in the distance, you can see it. There's one lone sheep, just one, and it's beautiful. It's the best sheep you've ever seen.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
What is
juicy and
happening?
it's
Paint the picture.
big.
It's got a fat rump.
Cayman, what is your instinct right now?
He like looks at you and then looks back and then he's. I want that sheep.
Yeah,
Why'd you put such a delectable looking sheep in front of me?
I'll let you have it. You just gotta sit with me for a
Well, I
minute.
feel like there's like
I
some.
promise I'll
I
keep
feel like
it
there's a social
simple.
contract here now. I feel like I owe you something. I
No.
have to sit here and talk to you, and I can't go get that sheep.
Just for 1 second, okay? I'll keep it.
That was 1 second. You were far too literal.
Just a few minutes.
Okay.
Just a few minutes
All
of
right,
your time.
Fine.
I think she'd sit you down in the grass and Cayman, what do you know what somebody would normally do, or what other people's instincts would be in this situation?
I might see a delicious sheep on top of the hill. I don't think they would care unless they really like sheep.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right. That's you, Cayman. That's that's who you are and what you do, and there's going to be a lot of people out there who tell you to do whatever the correct thing is, what they want you to do. But that's not who you are physically or on the inside, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense to you, but I want you to see how unique you are and how the way you think and the way you see the world helps us. And she's going to hand you a little mirror, a little compact, bedazzled mirror. And
It already makes you pretty.
you open it and you see yourself much smaller, much small, so little.
Baby.
Yeah, baby little Cayman.
It's like, oh no.
I'm so small.
Cayman, I want you to see this, and I want you to think of you. And this is, no matter how big physically you get, this small, little, playful version of you is who you are.
I was afraid I would forget this.
I don't want you to. There's been... You wanna grow up so fast and grow and become big, which is helpful, but also, this is you. And this is your entire life. And I want you to remember who you are.
I will never lose this part of myself.
I want you to remember that you don't think like us, and we don't think like you, but in such a good way, in a way that is so heavily needed. And you don't do what's correct or what's seen as correct, or yeah, you do you, boo.
I will.
And yeah, she'll let you go and get that sheep now.
Get him.
He does. It's far too violent.
It's any video game or whatever where it's just the combat's a little scuffle going on,
Yeah.
the dirt cloud.
I'll spray one.
Play D&D.
Jennifer,
Yes.
can you give Cayman his lesson in color of what color?
Pink and immature.
Sheep.
Sheep.
Love your inner child.
Sorry, give me a second.
Brace
It's a
your
lesson
inhibition.
Harlow gave him. Discipline.
Discipline. And it was black.
I don't like that that's color.
Technically, it's not a color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You sussed it out. You sussed it out. Give me a quick second here.
No.
Two very different responses.
Fuck all of you.
You're
Aw.
one.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is the best part about playing D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cayman.
I'll show you what I got later.
Also, great job, y'all. Seriously. We play fucking D&D like no one
Good job,
else. Yeah, you tell your DM, fuck them.
Yeah.
Show up and play like this.
Yeah.
They won't be able to.
Make your friend cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, y'all.
I just
Good
want
job.
to, just to say here, I'm not silent for no fucking reason. I am shoving a lot down. Good fucking God.
Brace your inner child, cry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like a second? Are you good?
I think I'm good now. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
Kobe's alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kobe's
Kobe.
alive here.
Wait,
Kobe's
what's
alive.
his lesson?
His lesson?
He also
I'll
has
always be balling.
Yeah, always be balling and
Yeah.
a great fucking free throw.
he has all his fingals, so it's okay.
Holy fuck, his fingers. Oh my God.
I'll take
Yeah. Cayman. Cayman. I'd like to explain to you what just happened, if I can. That one would be remiss to think that this was memory dying in a brain that is currently passing. Synapses burned, completely short-circuited, and these are the last thoughts of anyone will have in this physical form. But they'd be wrong. Amara and some geist of a past version of Harlow is putting you back together. And with this implementation of this psionic web, this is your innate ability to adapt. And just as lessons have been given before, adapt to the ones you love. This psionic web that attaches yourself to your brain and emboldens you to go to the front lines, you defeat this disease. And the things that you experienced in here are not ethereal. There are neural connections. You reached out for people as you were tumbling down into darkness. And so many hands grasped at you and kept you from falling. Finn will know about this conversation you guys had because it was had. A psionic link was made with every one of you in this grueling 4-hour gauntlet that was putting Cayman back together. There's peace in that you're going to live and be alive. But I think, unfortunately, as metal is folded by heat and things change, so do all people that have terrible things happen to them. When you awaken, you will. Your friends will be surrounded by you, and your body your own. And over 70% of your body has been replaced by machinery. It's not odd. It's not phantom pain. It's all you.
Yeah.
Your body's natural ability to adapt to any situation, to any material. You feel sensation at the end of your metallic hands. but is a grueling reality when you awaken. The battle was well fought, but so much was still lost. You now have access to the DNA strand given by the first the first stage of the service.
Guys, I'm going to be
Was
playing
it
a
case study?
different fucking game over there. It's crazy.
What that means right now, Cayman, is as you sit here in this moment, dreaming, your heart slows this procedure over, and silence takes the room, and Cayman begins to breathe on his own. His body adapt. No longer do we have synapses firing into entropy. They're now finding a place comfortably in their new metallic home, burrowing into chambers of steel. Cayman, you fall into a dream. Into a dream. You are now at a stone table, I guess. It's probably the best place to put this. A stone table. Not alone. With three entities that you intimately know because the heartbeats that they have are your own. And you look over and you see Cayman as you were. And then to this other third party as Cayman as you could be. This anima, the meat and sinew, the power and muscle, and this machina, this cold, unfeeling machine of lethality. And you completing this triad, a phantasma, this soul, this iron will that you have over yourself and over these two entities that you can tell, though all of you share a heartbeat and are the same, they don't seem to make that connection. And they fight and they squabble and they try and tear, and just like two entities that get caught in that ferociousness of a fight, anyone who tries to part gets scratches and torns. That's going to be you. To maintain balance in these two, it's going to take a lot of work. This Wizard's case study, the Cerberus project, is going to be the inevitable finishing of your transformation into Mecha Cayman.
Woohoo!
But also into Cayman, you know, and his soul taking full control of his body. And these two inner fighting forces.
That's crazy.
The ultimate Cayman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cayman Prime.
You sleep. Peacefully, snoring aloud.
Grid gives him
As
a
I said,
nightcap.
all of you have memories of that, moments in your journey where you came down late at night to give Amara water or take care of her, and there was a reach out. Finn came to check on you, and the first connection was made. As Amara's one to do, you studied it and tried to duplicate it, and you found your own path through. Your studies failed at that point, and there wasn't an ability to reestablish any kind of connection, and it seemed organic. Which is comforting considering how much of his body you will replace. And as Gwen and Jennifer came in, and other people seem to connect, there's this lashing of ropes to each other. Him reaching out. And all of you will have the same thing I told Jacob, a memory of doing that. Is there anything that you guys like to do in that 4-hour span before I reunite the party?
That I can think of.
Okay.
I think all Finn does is like he doesn't stay in the lab. but he is probably outside of it
Okay.
the entire night,
Yeah.
playing softly,
I think
trying to
Jennifer
comfort
too.
him.
They probably
Yeah.
all are.
Yeah.
It's that waiting
Sojourner
room
comes in and
aesthetic.
goes, I'll
Yeah.
build a waiting area.
Yeah.
Like, something. Like, you build
we're
a whole
like
area and
waiting
you'll
for the
have.
doctor to come in.
Yeah.
Gwen
Yeah.
shows up with one blanket and then another one. And then another one.
Finn's like, did you go? I have
waiting
more
area.
blankets
Jennifer's
in
been
my.
sitting in her
It's
seat in the same
gone.
position all night. She's like,
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Just
that
the turn.
person.
Finn's like
For
almost
shock.
reaching out, and he's like, no, I don't.
Gwen is the one to be like, drink your water. It's a sippy cup.
she's just like,
I went and stole your familiar from out of your room.
Oh, yeah. My
The cat.
cat.
Magnus.
Magnus.
He's like,
Is it getting bigger?
Yeah. Yeah. He,
what do you feed
but
this
before
cat?
he was kind of like an infant.
Yeah.
He's definitely more like a end of kitten era for him.
Oh.
You have to pick up
Yes.
this cat.
Playful, kind of wears himself out quickly, falls asleep, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's definitely like his eyes are
Little-
open and he's not
Yeah,
like
he's not.
he's like
not
falling
2
over
days
and-
old anymore.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not gonna drown in his water bowl kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, no.
You finished. Harler's job ends much before yours to save like the body to prepare it for that step. And you can see shouldn't say Harlow, Halcyon finishes his job. There's a moment where you see him kind of try to do more and he's like, I don't know what it is. And you have to kind of shoo him off and go, this is only my space to be in now. At some point, probably not today, we will talk about your things and
Okay,
maybe do
yeah.
another character introduction, what you look like, but
For sure.
we'll do that another day. You finish your procedure and you walk out to your friends. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people that are there?
Oh, you can come see him now if you want. He's still not awake, but he's fixed.
Better.
He's fixed.
He's fixed. Guys, 1 hour to fix, 3 hours to fix.
No fertility.
We gotta find them all.
Yeah.
You kept making new
That's,
ones.
that's why it's an X.
Yeah.
that's why it was crossed.
Yeah, I think Finn will like swing his guitar around it while you, or I guess
Yeah.
go inside.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them.
Yep.
USC came in,
Well,
changed.
Yeah.
As I said before, 70% of his body's been replaced by a machine. There's a lot of Cayman that's no longer him.
I'm not gonna say it, or very comparably to like when an animal gets out of the vet and you're like, oh, they're ugly.
Oh. Why is he bald?
Ooh, patches or
Put a little cone around him.
Yeah.
Guys,
He's
I,
got the
I think he
cone
looks
on.
better now. Kind of looks cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, he is. Yes, he is Amara. Yeah, he's kidded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like missiles and
But
shit.
it's
He's cool.
definitely like, you know,
Missile.
parts of him are raw and you're like, how are they supposed to
Amara-
be that color?
Amara,
Some
why'd
parts
you
are,
put
like,
missiles in
shaved.
him?
It's cool.
Why do you
want
tattoo
I
them?
thought you were
He
like,
would
I gotta
want
save his life.
missiles.
Also, he's gonna have missiles.
He'd want the missiles,
While I'm in there, I
guys.
might as well give some
Oh, he
missiles.
has some missiles.
They're-
I
It's
want
life
to
support.
float around.
It's life support.
Give him a prototype BFG.
Yeah.
Is it a laser? It's to heat up the popcorn.
Of course, of course.
Am I here or am I?
No, I'm just about to wake you up now.
Oh,
I don't look like
Is
that.
this
There's a static in the air, and the radio in the distance that was given by Sojourner begins to kind of whine and try and find a signal. And then it seems to match whatever frequency Cayman has in his own mouth making. And his eyes open, and there's a faint sheen of like purple and pink energy mimicking that of the sonic web. And that fades back into the green that you recognize. And Cayman, you awaken, surrounded by your friends in the hull of your ship.
The first thing he says is, "What is this?"
am I alive?
Is this real?
This is the ship.
This is real.
No, you're dead.
Yes.
I thought I was dead.
You were dying. Your body sort of put yourself into a coma. You were in a lot of
I
pain.
recessed into a coma. There was nothing more for me to do.
Yeah.
It felt like a lifetime.
It's 4
Many.
hours.
I'm entirely changed.
Yes.
I'm speaking to you now. We spoke. We all spoke.
I remember.
Thank you. All of you.
Of course.
I feared this so deeply, so desperately. I tried to stay away from becoming like this. I understand its burden now, but also I'm willing to bear it. I've become so much more.
I think there's always going to be the understanding of like burden. We're all going to have to do that, and all do it anyways. I think you're just your time for it to happen, for a reawakening.
There are many pieces put back within me that you all gave me. And they were within me. I didn't want to recognize them. Now I have. This is far more than what I ever knew I was possible of achieving.
I think that's how it works for everybody, you know? You don't realize potential or pieces that you pick up from other people.
This is difficult to explain. I'm still me.
But you grow.
Yes.
You're just learning how to be a proper Cayman, I guess.
Right.
Jennifer takes off her hair, part of her hair.
So
It
takes
shows
off-
you her skull that was broken and the mechanical parts of it, and she tells you that you don't have to do this alone.
Thank you. We're so similar.
Scares me sometimes.
Read the John
Yes.
Mulaney bit. You're not so different, you and I.
Yes. There's more learning I need to do.
Of course.
There's lots of feelings I have and thoughts.
An important thing for you to know is that you're not doing it alone. You still have us to rely on.
Always.
This is what I mean. That's hard to learn.
Yeah.
I don't want to rely on you.
Oh, too bad.
I know.
It's being forced upon you, whether you like it or not.
Thing I said, Cayman. I said that's the same thing I said.
I know. I fucking hate this.
It's hard.
And look, now we have sleepovers.
I think it's important to know that love isn't a cage. You can feel like it when you're used to it, of not having choice, feeling any tethers around you being something that is holding you down. But love is actually what makes it stronger.
Princess.
Yeah. You're always able to walk out, but staying gives you something else. A strength you didn't have before.
You definitely knew about this before, or else you wouldn't be with Amara.
Yeah.
It's just something that's so innate. You don't put words to it, thoughts to it, until you practice it with other people. It's just kind of like it's harder to do for people that weren't originally your family, and you choose to give it to people that you want.
Yes. I know now that I'm there. It's difficult to see the right way when you're on the path, but now that I'm there, I understand.
It's gave it on the head. I like this version. I don't feel
I think I
bullied.
do too. I just don't know.
You look cool as hell.
Yeah, there's some pieces of you that are like pink, little raw, a little rare.
Yes.
Little
Birds are
bit.
like buzzed.
I feel free. Why did you put me on a stage? That was ridiculous.
You did really good though.
No,
You did
No.
phenomenal.
no.
Yeah, I also look. I think there's something to be
You
said.
you have a this is a weird thing you have. I don't get it.
He goes, give it another couple years. I was trying to show you there's different forms of attention you get.
Yeah, no, I got that part. I understand the
Right,
lesson.
right,
I
yeah.
I feel like this is the only analogy you have.
He goes, look, did you want me instead to take you to a club?
The first things I realized within my own sentient intelligence was that I have stage fright.
Aww.
You gotta learn.
Yeah, it's better than finding out you don't have Riz at a club.
That's you maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I'll throw him in a vent.
Oh,
I'm free.
Battle.
Balance.
I'm free.
I can do what I want. He can open doors now.
You can.
Oh no.
yeah, we gotta get those baby locks.
Yeah.
Gwen's stuck too.
So there's this bit where like he like gets up and he stands
Jennifer's
up.
also stuck.
And for the most part, because I have ideas of what he does
Of
look
course,
like,
of
you
course.
know,
Yeah, please,
he,
yeah, by all means.
like there, it's. I think the shape. If you just saw the silhouette of him, it'd be the same.
Yeah, of course.
He is still like if he was in the dark, like it looks like Kane, but
Yeah.
all the other parts have been replaced by
Yeah,
metal. Especially the wings. I think entirely the wings are just metal now.
There's the wigs. I was like,
The
I,
wigs, yeah.
what?
Yours.
And I also think there's symmetry to it. I don't think
Yeah.
it's like one half of his face is
Yeah.
metal. I think it's like his head is normal, and then there's metal, and then there's metal along his arms, and then
Yeah.
there's different parts on him.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the idea there. But I think he like stands up, and he's like standing normally, and then he hunches over and he gets on all fours. And he
There
says,
we go.
"This is so much more natural."
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
do that.
Oh.
Yeah. The standing is
And he
kinda
stands up again. He
creepy.
says, "Foul." He gets back down.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, honestly, the standing up is actually creepier with you.
Makes you very tall.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Is that why you're afraid?
No. He just kind of looms.
He does loom.
I like to loom. Looming is fun.
No, it's not.
Looming is fun.
Stop.
It scares
Moving
people.
again.
He's T-posing.
That fucking Ridley being like just T-posing, dude, that's so funny.
Finn climbs down to the vent.
Of course.
Yeah,
He just didn't-
No,
just didn't stay
go
there.
back in
Brushes
there.
Down,
himself
Finn.
out, right?
Be down on your own.
And he's
There's
like,
no ladder.
if you want to talk to him, Halcyon's in the kitchen with pancakes.
Okay. Is
Okay.
he Halcyon or is he Harlow?
He's Halcyon.
Oh,
He was kind of like Harlow in there.
I can only fix one person at a time.
He
I think we might have to kill his god.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were super have to kill
this
him.
is not a problem.
I don't know. Finn's like, okay, look, I didn't want to do this now, but he like pushes over his like Hadar conspiracy board, and behind is a Harlow one.
Oh.
And you have Helm is on there, but then there's like question marks. He goes, I don't know if it
I
is
don't know.
How many more of
I,
those do
I
you
don't
have?
know if it is.
Well,
He goes,
let's
too many.
start.
For
How
all
about
of
this?
us.
Let's start with Helm,
Okay, I don't.
and
Why,
if that doesn't fix it, then
maybe we don't kill Helm. Maybe we find out first, because like I think we can only kill one god at a time.
that's fair.
Because I think if we kill one, they immediately go, fuck them. They have to die.
That'd be even worse.
Do a lot of
One at
people like
time.
that? Do you know?
Huh?
Do a lot of people like Helm?
You guys can give me an origin roll.
My brother in
He would be a
Christ.
very good god.
We are
You
still
know,
playing D&D.
I-
Believe it or not.
What?
Believe it or not, we still are.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Where is religion? There. Yes, with my +1.
Guys, maybe Jennifer has a
look,
crazy religion for some
Could be.
reason.
Could be.
Gwen only knows one religion. It's his mom. Wait, that's all the one he cares about.
My
Sounds like a
religion's
cult.
+5 and I'm making you roll.
It was almost a 16.
Oh.
7.
7.
He's gonna say
Damn,
that same
plus
exact
0.
thing. Amara, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a
Oh,
little,
Amara uploaded all those gods into my brain. Hang on, no. I'm just
I'm a little bummed that you
I have
didn't
a
realize
database.
this, but
It's
like
a
really
wiki.
the only religion I've really ever
really?
cared about is my mom.
Right. I mean, of course
And
I
eventually-
Don't look at me. I don't know shit
Okay,
about
well,
these.
and I dated the man. And I know nothing. Well,
Okay.
I know some. I know the
You know, sometimes you gotta do that in a
the
relationship.
prayers.
You just,
The,
like,
he just
Why-
repeats it over
you
and
know
over
how to
again.
do
But I
this
don't
part?
care about that.
Or is it like
Why
this?
are we afraid? Oh,
Look,
this is.
to
I like this a
kill-
lot.
to
No,
kill a
hang on.
god?
I have to revel in this for a moment. There's so many conversations. There's been so many times.
Do you know about help?
I've always of the mindset that it's better off that I didn't speak and that it would all work itself
I
out.
think
But
he
you're
paid
all
more
so
attention to
fucking
Harlow.
stupid.
Harlow didn't talk about Helm very much. Just like, this is who I worship, and here are some prayers that I say all the time, and now they're just living in my head forever.
So, yeah, you know, Father, you know, you do the cross and
Yeah,
all that, and you
yeah,
do all of this
yeah.
every mealtime.
You want to worship him?
No, I want to kill him.
Okay, well, then
Okay,
you
but
don't
what-
need to learn anything about him.
But what if he
But you know
isn't
your
the
enemy.
one who
Oh.
threw him in there? Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with
'Cause
Stan.
There's
they-
too many things on the plate right now.
That's what I'm
Thank you,
saying.
Jennifer.
As he
Okay.
points back to his conspiracy board,
Ooh.
he's like, it's not definitive.
Okay, we'll go kill him. I guess.
What gods don't
Okay,
like?
fine, guys. We'll go kill Helm.
You guys
Have
can
fun
sit here and
discussing Helm.
figure it out.
Question: what gods don't like Helm? Because I would think if it's one of your people, you know, to do a little proving
Yeah.
point, you go, oh, oh.
That's what. Look, the problem is I don't have a really good grounding on your guys' religion.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's why I have
You
to
know.
do
Not
like
from
Helm.
around here.
But maybe you. I bet you who does know Halcyon.
Oh,
Let's go talk to
Hey,
Halcyon. and be like, hey,
Halcyon,
man,
can you tell us
can
your
we
god's
kill your
enemy?
gods?
No, don't say don't like that. No.
fun fact.
I think it's really cute when you say it that
Yeah.
way.
Thank you.
Well, I need to see him anyways.
But
'cause
are we
I-
down to maybe kill him?
Whoever it
Help?
has.
Halcyon.
Nah,
yeah.
let's just leave him in there.
I mean,
Oh, we're killing whoever did it for sure.
Okay, for sure.
100%.
I'm glad.
Are you
Unless-
sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
This is fun. This is fun. I have sarcasm. I like this.
he's learned.
That's that
Nothing is
immaturity.
safe. But I have to see Halcyon about all these souls anyway. I don't know what to do without them.
Souls?
I'm kind of afraid if we leave him out there too long, he's gonna wander away.
Why don't you go? You go on ahead and ask him, okay?
He just walks off the ship.
You go ahead. I'm gonna finish up here.
Hey,
You go.
He's a movie NPC roles. Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Oh no, it's
I guess
Say
we'll
no
go ask
more.
Halcyon about these
extra electric
Clit
flurry.
and the
Yeah.
little
McFlurry.
guys.
He will definitely know.
Too.
Do you
He's
want to?
dead.
Oh my god.
Do you want to go by yourself with it?
Well, I mean, Amara's told me to go,
Jennifer's
so I'm
11.
just gonna go.
You know what? Can you stay here? I have something to ask you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to stay here. I have to tell
Okay.
Omar something.
Okay. Quentin, very confused, walks off with his little soul.
Once he gets far enough away,
Yeah.
he's gonna find out.
Okay. Okay. We need to do something for the poor boy.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen if he does find out.
He's probably gonna cry.
Oh, I don't want him to cry.
Have you met him? He's gonna get all mopey. He's gonna need a blanket.
I think it's gonna be worse than that.
No.
I think it's gonna be much worse.
You
than
think
that.
he's gonna get angry about it first? You think he's gonna tear things apart?
Yes, with my 8 strength.
I don't know. There's like an immense amount of guilt.
Yeah, but what does that do other than him burritoing in a blanket,
I don't know.
hiding
What's
under his
purpose?
bed, or in someone else's
know,
bed?
maybe-
Oh, Marge,
You're still here.
I'm
standing in the corner.
Whole time.
I know. Oh, shit, he can. He's smart now.
He'll just help.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I talked to Sojourner. Sojourner talked to us.
Becca came and has eyebrows.
Gwen's really, really evil in Sojourner's universe. Like,
Like worse than director.
yeah, like really, really evil. And we're afraid that this Gwen, our Gwen, is gonna find out about it. And,
Get real sad.
Get sad?
Or get, I don't know, how would you react if you found out that you were super evil and caused all these,
No.
Yeah.
I think I,
I'd be fine.
Yeah, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd. Actually, I'd be
you
a
know,
little, I'd be a little proud.
I
actually.
think you might also maybe be evil there too. I'm not super sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot.
I think it,
Look,
Oh.
Gwen knows what he is, and he needs to come to terms with that. He needs to understand.
Yeah, I don't want him to feel bad though.
Okay, but
Okay, then
you
you're going
gonna
to turn him
sit down
into what
him
he
forever?
is. There's a reason why that one is the way that he is.
Yeah.
He has to learn.
What if we go and kill that one before Gwen finds out?
No, not our universe, not our problem.
That's true.
that needs to be our entire slogan.
Okay,
Really
look,
though.
Sojourner came here and is
Really.
going to help us. We don't. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did she say that they killed Gwen there? Or that
They came.
just
They-
Harlow died there?
They tried to kill
They
Gwen
tried to
Knight,
kill her.
yeah.
Okay.
So, for clarity's sake, her explosion wasn't for Ivy.
Right.
It was an assassination attempt on
On
Gwen's life.
Yeah.
And it was... It almost took, and then there was a ritual similar to the sustaining of the Dark Star, or Xerxes,
Yeah.
I should say the fucking Necro Star. Here, where they prolonged its life, he did something very similar in his and prolonged his own life, hence fucking up their... It's a whole thing, but
Right.
it's fucking
Yeah.
up his universe,
Yeah.
and now no one can die.
I'm going to tell him.
No.
No. Harlow's good.
I think it'd be for the best if he
Good tell.
comes to the conclusion himself.
Or
But then he's going to know that we
be
know.
mad.
That we know?
Yeah, and didn't say anything.
And you two are very clearly anxious about this.
okay, so what if we let Halcyon kind of explain the spirit thing, and like we get like the blanket burrito ready?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Ice
we sit him
cream.
down and be like, "It's okay. We're not.
Chick flicks.
It's okay to
Yeah.
that you had an evil side of you."
Yeah.
Because everyone has potential evil in them. It's a matter of what you
will
do
not
with
take
it.
place in coddling him. I'm sorry. I'm either going to be there and say it, or I'm going to leave.
I'll say it.
You know, I think he does respond well.
Passion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It was an option.
I had
check
it
it out.
twice.
Check it out. Discipline, attention, independence, growth, immaturity.
Yeah.
There's no compassion in there.
Guys, I had it twice.
Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is that in where I come from, there was a chip you could install that would give them empathy.
Compassion?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just do that.
Nope. I like this.
I'm sure I could, you know, never mind.
Listen.
That's why he's missiles. That exact sense right there. More just did. Well, I could-
No.
Bonk him again.
I'm not gonna bonk him again.
Let's start
Okay,
over.
well, tell him.
No,
Ma-
no.
it's
Let me
impo-
do it.
No.
Out of anybody.
Look. You,
Oh, God.
Do you want him to be mad at
Okay,
you?
let him talk. Let him talk to Halcyon, and then
and
he'll
you-
come back to us, and we'll explain it.
Hey, not trying to I love this
Yeah.
plan that you guys have, but
Yeah.
he and I just had a whole thing about growth. So I feel like this would just be a really good opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe it will.
All right, you do it.
No, go ahead.
I don't like this. Put me back.
I can't.
Oh fuck!
I have
All
to
right.
make choices now.
I gotta go.
No, please,
All right.
please. We will go on break soon.
Amar.
Did you want to come talk to Halcyon real fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't.
No. I just want to make sure that we can, because I think we can start the conversation, find a really good starting point, and we'll cut probably somewhere in there. So if you want to get your whatever ready, you can.
Oh God. The birds and the bees talk away. The
Okay,
souls and the souls
so
talk.
yeah, Halcyon is here. He has taken time to take a shower. He looks all right. He does look he's pacing in a way, but he's not pacing out of nervousness. You just tell him it's almost like ritualistic, like he's humming something to himself. He's saying something. When you turn, he kind of hears and he goes, "Hi, Gwen." Oh,
He just kind of stops. Like,
oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were trying to be sneaky.
I wasn't, but it was just kind of. You had your eyes closed, man.
I was in another place.
That's
I,
creepy.
gesturing to you. That's your attitude seems like he made a full recovery.
Too much of a recovery. He's snarky now.
Good.
Good.
No one that's sick ever feels like sarcastic or catty. Only someone that's feeling good in themselves feels enough to be playful.
Fine. It's not gonna be good though. He's gonna toss me into places. I
I saw that. I've seen Finn's ass more than I care to say.
Good.
Fine.
I'm pretty sure I touched his balls when I went over. His
Whoa!
legs were just dangling there. I passed on him.
Whoa! That's crazy.
Jennifer said that if we passed on him together, I'd have to kiss her. Like
Mistletoe?
I'm sorry.
Fin,
I'm sorry, that's not real.
Fin
That's not real.
Siltail.
That's not real. That's not real.
No, it's canon now.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Hi, baby.
Oh.
Oh, let's go.
Oh. She's so cute.
Bye.
Maybe you can read patrons.
Oh, I will.
Mistletoe.
Yeah. It's,
He says, "What can I help you with?" You
Well-
seem like you have a question for me, and it doesn't seem to involve Cayman.
Yeah, then I realized that like nobody had updated you, so dual jobs. I have I feel like by now it's like a video game like Pikmin where they follow after
Yeah,
you. It's like
yeah.
a trail now, and he's like, I have an issue.
I can see that.
Well, like something, and you seem
The dead seem to linger around you.
yeah. When we dealt with that flare, did we? I'm like, yeah, with Xerxes. I mean, her people that we're fighting with her turned into, these little guys, and then Xerxes is here.
Oh, they lingered.
So these are their little souls, because I don't
Yeah.
think they're supposed to be here.
No, I don't think so either. Something's tethering them, I guess.
Do you know like a spell
Like
that
ritual
can?
to put them at rest.
Yeah,
Of course, I know many. Is it something you like to do?
I think it. Yeah, it feels like I should do that.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of an intricate process, considering it kind of looks around as like the wisps kind of like orbit around you. Might be kind of rough. They seem to be tethered to you for some reason. Might be kind of a intimate process. Not me kissing it, Jennifer underneath his friend's balls. And stuff, but similar in that way.
I mean, I figure it feels like the right thing to do, because if it's not something I need to deal with, they wouldn't be
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Okay. I can prepare something. Maybe prepare yourself as well. You run off and he goes to figure out whatever he needs, a barrel of salt or whatever. And that's what we're going to break.
Cool. I only had one thing that I wanted to say. Also, I was going to ask if you wanted to read the names again. Would you be down with that?
I'm down with it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Did you get them?
What?
Did you get them loaded?
Oh yeah, they're loaded.
Okay.
They're on each
Locked
tab,
and loaded.
locked and loaded right here. So yep. The only thing I wanted to say is for I didn't know this was going to happen today, which was crazy. That was insane. I'll have more of an actual response to it later. But I didn't think that I made this character initially being like, I'm just gonna fucking play this thing. I think that would be a lot of fun. And so unintentionally, he has become, I think, the most close to me that I've ever made a character, which is insane.
you're the family dog.
Huh?
You're the family dog.
I feel like it, yeah. I like everything you guys were saying. I was like, this isn't even Cayman anymore. This is just me. What the fuck? I hate that. So that's why I was like, fuck
Stage
all
fright.
of you. This was just like, if this was just Cayman, I'd be like, oh, this is nice. Maybe I'll get a little emotional. I went so deep. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm getting free therapy session. Thanks, guys. Anyways, appreciate that. I'm gonna go, and Mia is gonna read all of our cool, awesome members and our patrons.
Sweet, swollen and succulent members.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like the way you
It's
said it.
almost 4th of July. It's time to get the weenies out and put them on a grill.
Yeah. Do you know what you get if you're a member?
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
What would you get if you're a member?
My
I thought you
member.
were My man.
Hey, look at that.
You get cool little behind the scenes pictures we get to take. Some videos of us acting goofy while we set up the stream as we panic a lot of the time. So you'll see a lot of that. You get an extra hour podcast, which is going to be some very cool stuff. You also get access to Baldur's Gate playthroughs. One of my favorite things actually is we just had a podcast that's going to go up. Well, this is pre-recorded, so next Monday or the following Monday,
in
where we
like
talked
2
about
days.
our memes that we get to play with. And it's a weird thing we talked about where they get to, you guys, the members, get to interact with us. There's an exclusive section in our Discord. If you link your accounts, you get access to talk to certain people in like their meme chats, and then give us memes that we can have and put them up here. And depending on the DM, they do some kind of cool stuff. Plus,
It's very cool.
primarily you get to support us.
It's very
which is
cool.
also big. And if you're going to dono, maybe dono as a gift membership.
Memberships. It's very cool.
But I don't know why it's like this, but if you don't have gift memberships allowed, you need to go through your settings and make sure you allow gifts to be gifted to you. Because sometimes you may just come in and get a free gift because someone's feeling generous.
It's very cool.
So peep at that, and you get all kinds of cool stuff. So thank you, guys.
So we just want to say a big thank you to our members, Hair Drajek, Matthias R, J Babe, Space Al, Glasses and Cake, Matt McCann, Homeboy Brisket and Cuts Off, Dat Cup, Mr. Corny Cargo, Rodolfo Lopez, Katara Laracy, Seclusive Chaos, Gimbal Mad Artificer, Bitter Nathan, Lore Master Floofer, The Rogue Dragon, Riptide, Slender, David, Three Little Birds, Anthony Lothario, Lori Budz, it's your mom. It's Gwen Best,
Your mom.
Daniel
My
Sherritt, Happy Wolf, Slice Cinnamon Jack, Master Cam 12, Pixel Fox, Brittany Anderson, Proof Wheaton Kinde,
Nice job. Holy
Reese
shit.
Pate, Leah, Kyle Squishy, Raven, Michael Finnerty, Hat Thief, Multi Supermarian, Stellar, David Lewis, Omar Tejada, Owen Gotha, Rain Raven, A
James
Touch
says
of
Gafa, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know it. It's one of them. Touch of the Tism. See Blake and 15. You know, a lot of us have it though.
This shirt's scratchy.
Darth Stig, Staria, Duchess of Sloths, Oathkeeper 65, Forklift Certified Individual, Crimson Bryant, Kymer
$2
Drybones,
extra.
Shadow Octopi, Ninos Con Armos, Lady RB of the Drive, JCA 56A, Hookah Dwarf, Pandemonium 325, Skedaddle 16, Riley's Rangers, Daniel B, Demigrade, Ella Cummings, The Golly, Dodo, Timeless, Intelligent, Vale Ridge, Seti, Maverick, The First Noel, Daedric Assassin, Wheel, Parallel Alley, XP77 KFP Guards, Girthavi member, Kayla Salai, Danny A, The Red Duncan 64, The Aurora, Sad Snorlax 007, Bingus Wingus, Ethan, Gamer
Wingus.
Not Found, Greyhound Rush, Chris C, Barden, Pavi, Sala, Panda Knight, Fox Ratio, Colette Arlis, Corvidae, Elder Akuma, Caleb Lee, Stormsaw, Brennan the Brain, Life Pinky the, Ethan Bishop, Batty Bell, at second page.
I love that there's someone
So
commenting
many.
on YouTube as your throbbing member.
Me too. Me too. I love that.
I Oblivion, Jacob's arch nemesis, Joe Matari, Gingerfet, Treeman, Severez, Unsolicited Duck Pics, Blaze the Arch Fanatic, Bergorna, A Wild Jam, Axel, Mad Harrier, I'm sorry, Notre Negra 11101.
I'm so sorry. Is your mic on?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Ancient Immortal.
That would make me very sad.
Suck.
Very sad.
We'll start it all over. It's
No,
fine.
no, no.
Henry Scorp, Solhaven, Danny Dorito, Lord Matarius, Nerdy Zookeeper, Raven the Fire Mage, Ghosty Unicorn, John Bubek.
Oh,
John
it snuck up on me.
Bubek.
There he is.
He's here.
He's here. And
But-
then we have patrons.
Patrons.
John Bubek is
Help
in the room
support
with us.
everything we do.
We love
so
them so
much of it. And you're just kind of funny in the Patreon needs.
Unfortunately
YouTube
true.
wants to change it.
Not as
But
often.
Patreon,
Not as quick. Oh, we laugh every time. Okay, Sugar Butch. I was gonna say call me, but don't. Ethan Strong, Knight, LST
call me,
Soup,
but boundaries.
Maldor the Vod Squad God, Eldon Jim, Seti, Smoking That Ranger Pack, Becca, Azeri 105,
That's funny.
I Oblivion 2 of 3, Illiterate Mogul, Captain Dad Bob's Rusty Turd Cutter Kissing the Dips Off, Cyberrock 7, Joe
Come
Skimo,
on.
Kethin is my spirit animal, Brittany Anderson, making my way downtown, Pepto Smash blasting ass, so I'm thrown back.
I love that it was wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joshua
Making my way
Cordell,
downtown.
Lego Builder 899 just ending a campaign of 2.5 years with Bard and Marion, Ian, Quindy Gnomes, and Dealer. Long live VNV.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
so
job,
sweet.
guys.
Nolf wanting to shout out for the first time after Pride Month, Protect Trans Youth, Trans Liberation Now.
Damn
Luzaria
right.
Hides,
Damn right.
Tax
Let
Collector.
me get you your gift.
Dana the Late Blooming Fruit Loop, ML Wolf, Brittle Dragon, Sick Joy, Craig Jake Eyes 77, I'm sorry, Shista, Cy the Owl, Sandman, Treeman, Pleasures their undying loyalty to the Big Tony.
Big Tony.
Why do they call me Oven Man when I wake up in the cold food out shit leave the bed?
It's valid.
Red Beard, One Sack, One Load, Death Wolf, Small Town, I Care, The Pinky Life, Pink Lifey, The... Yeah.
What the hell was that?
It was a thing. Poor Pure Osmia Bob said how he made his name overly long just to make the cast read it for no reason other than its own amusement. Reptilian Daedra, wow, I can't believe this side character is getting a whole episode about them. I sure hope nothing... And they died. The diabetes, Big Hoss, Escape the Goat, Thorn. Why did the Mind Flayer say the elf? Nothing, dummy, they're telepathic. Flaming Fist Hermano's here to say he has drawn a Pot of Greed, which allows him to draw 2 more patron names from his deck.
That's good.
Hell yeah. Argus
We'll
Fallen.
wait to see him.
Alice Lilybottom. Shuriken Sean, sorry about the rats. Jor Rastelin was my birthday party bash yesterday.
Yeah.
Second page. Barden, but hope everyone is having a great night playing a lovely game with the loved ones around us. K. Zachary
I
Neese.
love them so much they've disappeared.
Zach DMing a horror combat series one-shots that involve time loops and non-Euclidean eldritch wars and cowboys.
I'm trying.
Fancy Arthas, Res Storm, Mimi H, Will Pratt, possibly related to Chris Pratt, Pim in the Hood, Mama Love and Papa Joy, and
Josh Bubeck.
Josh Travis.
Sacrilege. Heresy.
So sacrilegious. That's
Go,
it.
Travis.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you and all the ways you support us.
You guys pay my paycheck.
You pay Emma.
You pay me. Jacob doesn't.
And some people.
You
So-
do.
Yeah. You
So
do.
just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, let's just get rid of him.
Right here is my PayPal.
Well, I'll take over and I'll become XP to level 4.
What about to 5? Can we go to 5? Maybe we should have him edit the stream.
Do you have a way to go to break?
Nope.
Do you know how?
Base overlay, art names combat, base overlay,
you
darkness,
go to
break
break for us.
start!
Hello. Welcome back. To descend. City of
Towers.
No, City of
Chickens.
College Debt.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yes.
stop,
City of College.
stop. Oh, my anxiety. Through the roof.
Oh, shit.
That's just real life. That's just real life.
If you
Oh,
wanna
thank
live,
God.
if
Thank
you
you.
want that
Only
insulin,
that's
you
true.
better pay me $1 million.
No.
I'll do it.
Okay. No. Don't.
It's the
You
fireworks.
do.
No more talk of college debt then.
No. I'm not fucking around this year. I'm reporting people. I'm fucking stop.
I don't have
Don't
student
have
loans.
illegal fireworks. It's bad.
Oh.
Don't do it.
I was really
Especially on the
fireworks.
boonies. You don't
Yeah,
want to
you're
fucking
gonna
field on
catch my
fire.
new house on fire.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be real sad
Yeah.
and mad.
Yeah.
A fucking asshole if you do that,
We?
actually.
Think
Boo,
of her
lame. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your asshole if you do
I
that.
think that's not a threat.
Think of people like me who
Depending
doesn't
on
like
who it is,
loud
it might be.
noises.
Yeah.
And I just go, ah.
We ended the game. Speaking of not liking loud noises, we ended the game with you talking with Halcyon. Ended. I'm not doing the recap. Fuck you people. You were just eating.
There was a break. There was a
Oh,
break.
this is your fault.
Oh, I've already
Yes.
edited it. The break was edited
What
out.
about second break?
Did you?
I'm already editing it, so
Oh,
yes.
but like I
You
went
were
to
here
break.
2 seconds ago.
But I
You
went
were
to
here.
break.
Hey, why don't you in the comments tell me
Thank
what
you.
the fuck just happened, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. And now I have a point to edit.
But what about
Thank you
all the
for saving me.
art?
Who just
All
said
That
right.
won't get seen.
Yeah, now they have to wait 15 minutes.
Hey, that's your fault.
okay.
Excellent.
No,
I just wanna let
one
you guys
loop
know.
through the break, and that's it.
People, not really recently, but there's a lot of comments on a lot of our old, like on the episode 1s and
Yeah.
2s when a lot of people get in, and they complain that after we go live, we don't edit the breakout. And it's like, do you understand that we would have to go live, then the VOD is no longer available, I have to download it, wait, edit it, re-upload it with less views, and none of the original engagement we had with the video.
Yeah.
That's
Do
so
it.
much worse.
Yeah,
Why
And then,
wouldn't
it's
you?
just
It's
like,
so
come on,
easy.
you could just edit out the 15 minutes. Like,
Just
there's literally a comment I just read on like episode 2 of Fallout 0 where they're like, look, I know I'm on the VOD and I can just skip ahead, but it would just be really nice if it was edited out. And it's like,
There's
you
always someone who-
fundamentally don't understand how hard that
Someone
is.
timestamps it. Just go scroll down.
What
Click
about
that.
Anyways,
What about
sorry.
put it
Are
in
you
the
going to edit this
chapters?
out?
Huh?
Are you going to edit that out?
I'm not going to edit this out.
That'd be
no.
really
I
funny
did-
if you did though.
You start ranting and cut it
That-
out.
I just cut it.
cut.
That's
Yay.
funny.
That was
Ooh,
supposed
sorry,
to Salt
we
Marsh.
went a little
They'd be
too
like,
deep
hey,
there,
can you edit that
guys.
out? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. And then I'd forget to edit it out.
I don't think I've forgotten many times on podcasts, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very few and far between, but you never know.
It just doesn't happen as much.
It scares me all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime I do it, I'm like, I sit there, I'm like, maybe I do need to re-render it, even though nothing's wrong. It's awful.
Watching the podcast makes me learn that I need to be more mysterious. You guys know me too well.
Well,
You'll
oh,
always
It's okay.
guess my
Yeah.
things. One
Yeah.
thing comes up, it's like, Emma. That was Emma. I got her on the first guess. I'm like,
Yeah.
Same thing with me
know
though.
you
So
well. Yeah.
there's
yeah.
I just know you.
Yeah.
She knows you really well.
Yeah.
One of my
I've
favorite
only
people.
known you for 10 years.
Yeah, you know.
Get more mysterious.
I'm sorry, is this a competition?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, right?
I've
Jake
known her
knows-
for 21 years.
She purposely knows her for 10.
It's okay to
crazy.
get attention.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
In
Shut
the
up.
secret.
By
Stop.
choice.
Yeah, by
Knew
choice.
me for
I
10
like
years.
Emma. She's cool.
What?
Huh?
Did you say you like Emma? She's cool?
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
He's just angry
I
because
thought
we
you
got at
actually
him.
put it in your mouth and ate
Like,
it. It's like,
he's just a little salty.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, just a little raw. Just a little
Just a
open
little-
and
yeah.
vulnerable.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said raw, and I was like, I'm
your
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't
wife
like
likes
that.
me more.
Yeah.
I feel like a chicken right before it's baked.
You gotta wash the
Yeah, it's
salmonella
kinda
off.
naked and
Yeah,
slapped
naked.
a lot.
Yeah. Slapped a lot.
It's like
Just fucking
fucking
butter and salt all over it.
Yeah,
Do you
like
know you
lemon
can-
pepper and just fucking went to town on
You
that.
can cook a chicken by slapping it.
You can?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Enough
can.
times, yeah. But your
How was
skin
that?
will probably be worn off.
I like
Wow.
that one.
We're gonna have two timestamps. When the break ended and when the game started up again.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
so-
we're positive together. Look, we just like each other. We like to hang out.
What?
All right.
We like no. You guys are
Like to hang out.
yucky.
Sorry, guys.
This isn't a job.
Don't try.
Okay,
It's not
but
true.
I
I'm
will say
sorry.
some people say that they like this part because it's
Yeah.
fun and it's like they're
Aw.
hanging out with friends and
It's that last
it's
like-
cool or whatever.
It's me
Yeah,
in
it
the
is.
comments.
I mean, I just want to let you guys know that, like, yeah, this is a big production and we do a lot of shit for this, but this is the time when we, like, hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
This is my social life.
This is the only
Our
time I see
arcade is
Jacob.
secretly my ultimate plan to get my friends to always be on time to D&D.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm early.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm late always, regardless. Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys.
You can't do that with your normal D&D game. You can't be like, what about the fans? You think you're just gonna be like, all right, I guess you're out here. And then, but now it's like, what are we gonna do without you?
But our viewers, they need you.
It's funny because instead
didn't
when I
go there.
come in late,
So
people are like,
much
"It's Mia."
Exactly. It's so much better. It's honestly, it's so much better.
The rare occasions we see Colton, we're like,
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Really though,
He's
the
alive.
fucking viewers see him as much as we do.
Seriously.
I haven't
Sometimes.
seen him in who knows how long. My mom sees him more because they work together, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, how is he? Is he alive? Is he eating?
Yes.
Is he
He's
okay?
playing.
Does he look
He's playing
different?
Final Fantasy.
That's
That's what
what
he's doing. He's posting about bunny men.
They're cute.
Yep. There.
I don't want
They're
to talk
more
about the
than
fact I could play a bunny in that game, and I can't.
Maybe
in
my
Dead
next
Cells.
character will be a bunny man.
There you go.
I thought she was gonna say like, I can't tell you how much I want to fuck that bunny.
I could write it down for you.
Yeah.
I'd tell you.
You gonna write it down?
Yeah, I'll.
It's a
Numbers
step
only.
process.
Yeah. After dark.
Me and that bunny.
Fan fiction. You gonna rein us back in, or you want us to keep going?
I can keep talking about the bunny.
I have one person at this table who says, Wait, yeah, for sure.
Bud,
Okay, yeah, you,
It's more of like-
you bump into Gwen.
I
Roll
have something
back.
to tell you. I have something to tell you.
His little mecha hand, grabs him.
Hello. I have something to tell you. That's his mouth. That's my favorite.
Why is your mouth like that now, buddy?
It's always been like that. No, actually, I think like you leave that thing with Halcyon, and then I find you, and I'm just like,
He feels cornered. He's like,
Gwen,
I didn't do anything.
I still don't know how to have a conversation, so this is going to be strange, and I apologize. But also, I don't owe you anything or an apology, so I apologize for apologizing. I'm going to stop. They're all too afraid to tell you the truth. I'm not.
What's the truth?
Are you prepared?
Okay. On a scale of like, my hair is not actually white or something, like this isn't real.
Mhm.
You guys know that, I guess. It's real, trust me. To like, we're all gonna die in 5 days?
Mm-hmm.
Where's this rate?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it. To me, it's like a 5. Like a 5 out of 100.
Okay, alright, I guess I'm
Actually,
ready.
I feel like maybe less than that. I feel like your hair not actually being white would be a little more distressing to me. I feel like that'd be like, oh, you lied the whole time.
Dyeing your hair, then you dye.
I mean, I get it, but like, this is just so inconsequential to me that it
Okay.
But for you, I have no idea.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. Sonager comes from a universe where you're evil. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. People there can't die. They're just eternal. And the point of collapse, the time where Ivy exploded the first time, and me and Harlow and Amara died in that universe, they tried to assassinate you. It's okay. It's not actually you. But yeah, you should probably think about that.
No, I am thinking about that.
Yeah, I didn't become a villain in another universe, so just think about it.
Okay, well,
We just need to grow. All right.
yeah, you're not giving anybody any news ever again. Never.
I feel like I'm the best one.
No, you're not.
I feel
Actually, the worst.
I feel. Would you prefer to be wrapped up in a blanket and coddled into this conversation, or
I
would you
don't-
rather have taken it by storm, head first, into that darkness?
Well, I gotta think about it.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm literally an hour old right now. I feel like I don't even know what that means. He licks your hand. Sorry, I'm still controlling some things.
Do you do that every time?
Actually, I don't think that honestly.
You chose to do that. You chose to look at my hand, you little weirdo.
No. There's Gwen. I'm a triad.
What?
There's 3 parts of me. And there's one that's much stronger than the other 2. But they're all me, and sometimes you just gotta relinquish control.
Okay. Well, okay. You're fired from ever giving any news ever again, unless it's Jennifer. Teacher Jennifer from now on. I'm gonna.
I feel like this was a really nice moment for us. I feel like we really got to grow here. I feel like we just really just. I think this was great. I think this was like perfect.
I need to go talk to Amara and Finn.
Oh, they're gonna put you in a blanket.
I just kind of.
I come in through the vents faster than Gwen, and I say, "He didn't cry. He didn't cry from the ceiling. He didn't cry."
Oh boy.
Good.
And then we got. Oh,
Well, how do you take it?
Good has a blanket.
Hot tea?
What kind of tea?
Peppermint?
Where's the
Sugar?
knife? You want me to kill someone?
Hang on. Phone mic's on?
Yes.
That's all.
I
Thank
told
God.
you to only say that if maybe he asked. Right. It's on the table. We will kill someone for you.
Cayman goes like this.
Anyone.
To you, Jennifer goes.
Just give a fist bump.
I just.
Give a handshake.
Oh,
Clank.
he's up there watching.
Yeah.
Hey, you, skitter down.
I like it up here. It's comfortable.
No, it's. I think
Nobody
he's
can
scared.
reach me.
I told him he's fired from giving bad news because he sucks at
He's
it.
bad at it, yeah.
Yeah, we
figured.
I told you I should have done it.
We figured I've never done this before.
Yeah,
This is my
I-
first attempt.
I figured you would be bad at it as it is your first attempt.
If it was your first attempt, you would also be bad at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have to learn somehow.
We'll do the more like,
Sorry, I didn't think I'd be this bad.
Sorry, Sadali, but like we accidentally broke something.
Yeah.
But we fixed it. Type of bad
Yeah.
news.
He just had
Well,
this-
why would that apply to this situation? We can't fix it.
We already. Okay.
He just had a really good point about you guys bonding about growth or something, and we felt like we were. I'm sorry. No.
But.
He's resisting because he knows that I'm right.
So now that you know.
Okay.
Are you guys okay?
With what?
Yeah.
Because like that can happen.
Oh yes, it's happened to me. My other is also evil. Or do you mean that there is a potential that you could just repeat what's happening in other universe? Because that could happen. I don't think it would. I don't know what led the other you to go down a path of, I guess, evil.
I think he was lonely. And I think there's a craving for everything. And I don't know. Because that's me, but not me. But a me.
There's an understanding because it is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess my biggest worry is an understanding is if I can become that, how would you guys deal with it?
Gwen, I think if you became that, it's because we're not here.
I think in that universe you were never killed. So you just lived all that time and watched people live and eventually die.
Okay.
Over and over again.
It's gotta be hard to keep making connections for millennia. To watch them burn out.
Probably. I haven't gotten that far yet. I guess it's a matter of getting there, but oh, souls. You're so sad.
The thing, Gwen, is like I didn't understand logically how the other Gwen happened. But the Gwen I see here, someone as caring as you. It's not gonna happen. In my lifetime or Mara's lifetime. Your first instinct when the spirits were floating around you was to shepherd them close. And try to find a way to bring them to peace. That isn't someone who's looking at trying to prolong pain.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just hopefully this will mean that we'll be able to help the ones that are here, but we can't do much about anything else. Is Sojourner okay that I'm here? Like, she's not gonna...
I think in our first interaction, I think she was confused more than anything
Okay.
by you and Jennifer.
You find out about you?
I think there's also something there in that universe. You could ask her if you'd like. I'm sure I could get her here, but
Okay.
it might lead to more questions and more pain.
Yeah, Jennifer looks really guilty about that.
Jennifer, what would you do if you turned evil? I don't want to know. Because she kind of already does that now. He just kind of finishes up his tea.
What I'm saying is that evil Emperor Gwen doesn't make pancakes for people.
You know that.
He makes for pancakes for himself, lonely in the dark.
He does.
Yeah. He's like,
Wraps himself in a burrito.
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah, he is a giant dragon. He's like,
He is the burrito. Okay, well, Halcyon's gonna help me figure out these guys. For now, it's like a little hula hoop. If I kind of spin, they kind of follow.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that he's gonna be able to.
Cayman is
Point you in
already
direction.
next to you. Like, you look away and then you look back, and he's already, like, this close to them, and his eyes are like this, and he's like,
He's still the same.
what are these?
I don't know, souls?
I try to eat one. Let's go.
it's kind of ethereal. So like you bite into it, and it kind of goes, dissipates, and kind of goes. Wow.
He kind of...
Jennifer pulls out 2 sticks and plays them like xylophone.
Yeah. That's exactly what happens.
He's only the one, and he can't, like, stop you. He's like... beep, 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 beep. Maybe this is why he became evil.
It could be
Maybe!
that. No, I think
You
Finn wraps you around in a blanket.
stupid.
Finn wraps a blanket around you, puts the hood up. It's Don't worry about it.
What?
It's
What?
fine.
It's like a bird? You
Yeah.
throw it on your
Yeah,
sleeve.
go to bed.
Don't worry about it.
Halcyon knocks to wherever you guys are.
Yeah.
I open the door and I'm standing up.
Oh,
Yes.
I can. I've recruited some of your friends in the ship, or your crew, to assist with Gwen's issue. The lingering souls
Kind of my issue.
have attached themselves to him.
Yeah, my issue.
I've never answered the door before.
Ding dong.
You've done great.
I never want to do it again. He gets out.
Okay.
Nobody first.
First time opening his door.
Yeah, we have a checklist. First
Halcyon
time for
walks in,
this.
and Robbie is carrying like a kind of a, not a wheelbarrow, but like a dolly with like salt.
Oh
And
my god.
there's a dolly's around behind him going, Halcyon, I don't think you really need that much salt. Like, that's a lot. You're going to waste all of our... Oh, hi, guys.
Hi.
Look at him.
Oh, Cayman.
I'm different now.
You are different.
speak
Did you
now.
grow?
Yes.
Did you cut your hair?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
no.
I'm bald.
You're bald?
Yeah.
I think I know somebody that'll sell oil for that.
We can.
And luscious locks came in, and she kind of like pets your head.
I don't. I'll make my own. Thanks.
Make my
Ew.
own. Yeah. Ooh,
So Gadget
furry.
goes,
Yeah.
bullet skin.
So Dolly, we can,
Oh, I have
we can
things-
give him
I have things to tell
Jennifer's
you.
wigs.
Oh, wigs. Like what?
You become very powerful if you become very small and string the floorboards.
No, don't get her going
No, it's
again.
a no. You don't understand. It's a gift.
Came in.
It's a gift to become incredibly small?
Yeah.
Came
Because then you would go to places nobody has ever seen before.
The teeny version or something like that. I see.
It'd be awfully lonely. So that I guess
Yeah,
it's
you're so
understandable to be
small.
afraid of. Yeah.
Well, you can have like little water bugs or bears or whatever they're down there.
Oh no.
Do you have like mites and stuff?
Are you afraid of this because your brother is so huge?
My brother is so
Mother.
huge.
Your mother.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
She kind of thinks something goes, no, I don't think so. My mother's oddly comforting, honestly. But
you know,
but
all
that is a
legs.
correlation I never thought I'd actually...
She's so large.
Yes, she is.
She's so
This is
unfathomably
all that
big.
he wanted. to
Yeah,
tell
she's
her.
kind of
Just going by.
incorporeal a lot of the time.
Jennifer's on her
Tall
knees
mom.
going,
I think it's because she tries to represent some kind of concept, and I don't think we can really foresee like the end of that concept. I feel like if there was some kind of like analogy I was making, is that only like on this side of the like eternal doorway, there's life and death. Only we can see partially and understand a certain amount of that.
Oh,
And the
that's
rest
a-
of it's lost to space and emptiness.
That's incredibly
Gwen puts
petty.
the blanket on Cayman.
I don't know.
There,
I think it's something about our mortal concept of death.
So you gotta weigh.
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit, honestly. I think it's really stupid. I was thinking Spelljammers are fucking stupid.
I think it comes from the fact that you have to repair it all the time.
Yeah. No.
So
She kind of sits like in Cayman's lap. So it takes like a corner of the blanket, like puts her on her lap.
so.
Well, why is Halcyon stealing all this ship's salt?
Souls.
I have this one, and then I have this one, and I have this one.
Oh,
Jennifer, stop.
well, I mean they're cute and
They're
musically
fun.
inclined. Why are we trying to get rid of them?
People.
Well, yeah, well, it's just
not anymore.
yeah. Now they're just kind of your people, I
That-
guess.
Yeah, I don't think they belong here.
Oh,
Did you ask
where they
them?
belong?
Somewhere else.
Halcyon goes the other side with their gods.
Speaking of,
Yes,
you worship Helm, right?
yeah, I do.
You talked to him recently?
Recently, I could. I had that ability, but I think most of my after what we do for Gwen here, most of my capabilities are gonna be tapped until the morning.
Like completely?
Like completely tapped?
Yeah.
Not entirely. I guess if we are gonna,
Level
I guess
it.
if you would, you kind of like looks around like the crowd of people in the room. I guess if you had a place for me to stay, then I could probably expend whatever I had left of me.
Oh, we definitely have a place for you to stay. What?
Where?
We have an entire ship.
Okay, you look at tomorrow.
Oh. An entire ship.
Sure, I guess we could do that if you wanted to try and contact them and see if they would be willing to answer whatever questions we had for them. I don't really necessarily get a one-on-one, but I do have an ability to divine certain things from them.
These souls, are they around you because they want to be freed, or do they want you?
I don't know. I think they want the other me.
Hmm.
And I'm the closest thing to the other me.
We could ask them.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Well, if she kind of looks like some of them, like the one came and bit through probably is not entirely whole still. The one getting like winged on is probably not
I
so
like the
much.
idea you
Oh.
go do, and then came in perfectly with
have
his mouth open.
Her
It's
skull.
gonna take me a lot to take me away
I do.
from you.
You could ask Xerxes.
I don't know,
He's
she
like,
tried to
but
kill us."
I could commune with the spirit instead. It's a thing I have the ability to do.
I didn't use her skull for something else, like a cup.
I'm not gonna drink out of her face.
What?
You've never wanted to do that?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Okay.
Wait, we're drinking out of whose face? What?
Xerxes.
Does,
Oh, it's incredibly
Does
satisfying.
Help
You should
have any
definitely
enemies?
drink out of somebody's face
Be
sometime.
kind of
like
cool.
people he's in competition
Never
with?
done.
From the skulls of your enemy?
And is one of them Hadar?
I don't have any. I don't have dice. Up.
Seriously,
You want this
here,
teeny
take my
D20?
Baja Blast dice.
I'll
It's
give him-
green.
I'll give him advantage.
Oh,
Well, there you go. He says, I don't tend to deal with a lot of people that
For sure.
dislike Helm. And I think a lot of people sometimes do, but I think those people would be fanatical cultists.
Yeah,
If
of
you
course.
say warlocks, perhaps.
But Hadar, I don't particularly think is a friend to most people.
He's a bitch.
What I understand of Hadar
Bastard.
is they're like an elder god.
Piece of
Something that's from deep, like the far realm. Something like that powerful would come into the hierarchy and probably thoroughly upset the established order of things.
You know, the child block tower and go.
Yeah. Hadar's kind of what I've seen from some of my times early dealing with small like outcroppings of cults are it's kind of fathomless. Real tendrils and beholders and aboleth shit.
Yeah.
That's not good. You made any enemies with aboleths or beholders or shit?
I try and stay away from them entirely.
Okay.
My number one enemy is a woman.
Ooh, yeah.
Is that woman.
Jennifer.
No, it's not that woman.
is
Jennifer
We get you.
grabs
It's
her
okay.
sword.
It's all right. Jennifer, you know exactly what he meant. You know
Do I?
exactly.
He means the director.
my foe is a little bit more understandable, and not from the far realms.
And
Valid
just happens
stuff.
to be.
Different dimension.
Yeah.
Entirely.
I
from
want
your
him
own.
to wear that fucking shirt that says "I'm afraid of women."
Fish fear me. Women fear me. I'm afraid of women.
Yeah.
I would think most people, most gods are adversarial to Hadar.
No, for sure. No, I was more.
All right, let's talk to your friends here. That one.
All I heard was
No, this one?
Yep,
we're
that
good
one.
to
I'm
go.
gonna talk to Xerxes.
No, I don't want to talk to Xerxes. Not yet, at least.
She seems to be the one that understands the most.
Okay. The spell I have, though incredibly powerful, is limited. There will only be a certain amount of times you can inquire into the soul before
Okay.
it
Alright.
lose the ability to stay on this plane. As it is already, it's staying a tremendous amount of power to remain in this form, into this space. So it's going to take a long time for it to recover if we want to do this again.
It's
Okay.
gonna take a lot to take me away from you.
I think that's what the soul's going to say.
And then he said, "I bless the rains down in Africa." I don't know what
Yeah, I
that
don't
meant.
know what that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, that was strange.
That's us even.
Cayman, what is Africa?
Actually,
Well, you see,
So we're going to talk to Xerxes?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Please
Oh, you want?
help.
Okay.
Oh, do they want
okay.
you or do they want you, the other you?
I'm a little jealous now.
of yourself.
Wait, what did Sojourner call you?
Phantom.
Info?
I got cold. Little sapling. By Xerxes.
Little sapling.
Yeah. I felt a little.
Do I remember what?
Yeah,
She.
I can give you two, but I don't know which one you know. There's one called the Starfather, and the other one's called the Phantom Lord.
Phantom
Nice.
Lord.
Yeah, I think that's what we were given. Do they want you or the Phantom Lord? It's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Maybe what if they probably don't know that. I was gonna say like what do they need in order to pass on, but they probably don't know what put them in that place.
Just
to
ask
begin
them what they
with.
want. Don't even be specific. Just ask them what they want.
Are they in pain?
Yeah, that's. I think more. We'll get more questions once we know more.
Okay.
For now, they're trapped.
Okay.
Okay, I will start then. He kind of walks over to like a large bag that he's brought with him, and he kind of pulls out this gauntleted hand. It's not necessarily the full thing, just kind of the back end and the insignia of helm on the back, and he kind of puts it like on his own and kind of like forms it, and then he kind of you hear there's a click, and he takes his arm out of it, and the gauntlet stays in the gripped position. Just place the soul right there.
Oh, all right. Little pet.
Yeah, you see as you do it, the hand kind of like does this,
Oh.
and then like seals it into the space, and then
Whoa.
as it can't seem to kind of move, he goes like, "Okay, are you ready?"
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
His eyes kind of do that same thing where you see the magic begin to surge within him, and that same horrible burn on the back of his neck seems to burn first, then the one on his chest, and then his eyes go, and then you see in the gauntlet down at the like where the strands would be, like small, like radiant threads seem to make like a voice box in a neck, and the muscle of it, and then you see like the orb kind of shift, and then like a small like grin kind of like forms on it.
Holy shit!
He closes his eye and goes, maybe 5. 5 inquiries may be enough.
Okay. Which one do
What do
That-
you want?
that, okay, that one. What do you want?
Piece of chocolate.
The figure doesn't have like eyes, and it says, little sapling.
Oh.
It's nice to hear from you. I can't see you. You must be far away. What I want is to be free, similar to the mage that brought us here, a promise of freedom.
Can I ask you that?
Yeah, I assume it's the director.
You see one of the gauntlet hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Should I ask?
Never have I ever.
Yeah, the hand's like,
Okay. Well,
House goes, there's no time limit though.
yeah, but
Are there multiple of these souls?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's like 7, of which Rixus is a little larger than the most. Some are more tattered than the others, especially the one that was like of like the Aarakocra and the other ones that were like already like kind of walking corpses to begin with. Like their souls have been run through their fucking ringer. But Xerxes is kind of the strongest of the bunch.
how can we get you your freedom?
Huh. I think that the door has already been opened, and I just need
Okay.
to take the leap, I believe.
Great. We're almost
Death on this plane. A concept not fully realized where I'm from.
there. Okay. Well, that means we're doing something right.
Maybe I linger to give some kind of word of warning.
Should I ask about that? Yes. What's the word of warning?
Maybe not particularly anything important, just something that maybe you wanted to ask. Maybe a plot.
Okay.
Reason like you wanted to ask the question or something. She says,
The panic. She's like,
That's
ah!
funny.
she says, one of jealousy and envy. I was promised to the mage at the end of a blade. If I do not return, this mage is indebted, and her broker is death.
Look, Mara, you're way smarter than me. There's gotta be bazillion questions that you could ask me to ask it. Please. Oh, gosh.
I'm overwhelmed with choice.
Okay. Jennifer, any questions? I can ask about you, actually. You know what? We won't ask about
That's
that.
funny.
Damn it. You gotta earn it. Sometimes you're smart.
Not very often.
Enough.
What are you afraid of asking?
Oh, I had the wrong question. Or like, waste. Grace is also just like,
I think
no.
any information.
And Cayman puts his head in and he says, "Are you going to ask me? I have questions."
He's intelligent now.
Fine. What's your questions? You get 2.
Well, I need to form this to you first. My thought is that this thing wants to remain here because it was promised something. But now that it can't die because it's from the other universe, maybe it doesn't know what it's supposed to be doing. So,
I don't know if it was promised something. I think it was promised to the director.
right,
And if it doesn't return, the director is dead.
in their world?
Here.
Here.
Oh,
Like-
here.
Like our director
Right.
made a broker with someone on the other side
Mhm.
for Xerxes.
Does,
Yeah.
Does the other me,
Mm.
can they get here?
Hey, I'm sorry, is there a question?
Yeah. Or you could even say,
Xerxes says, her grin gets a little like impossible. Definitely a little Cheshire cat, like beyond like anatomy, almost like a crescent moon. She goes, "No, he's too powerful and fat. Without the capabilities of the mage, he'd have to slip into the nebular heartstring. Wound in the universe,
Ask about that. Do they know where it is?
and he's become too large. To travel through it would kill him permanently, freeing everyone in his domain."
And just coax him out.
Well, I'm hearing this sounds like Jennifer's idea was correct. We should have just went and killed him.
Mm-hmm.
so, the fleet is Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen's family. So that's where he's like, I know what that is. Or at least it's a word I heard before. And it's kind of like, uh-oh.
So, she said without the mage, he would have to do that, which implies that with the director,
Mm.
she can.
The director
I'm
can-
assuming that's who it is because
Yeah.
the director can travel him here or wherever.
She's done so before.
Yeah.
Ask who the
Yeah.
mage
That's
is.
that's how she's done so
We're
before. She's
assuming it's
gone.
the director.
She's gone from hers
Yeah.
Should
to
we
someone
ask and know
else's.
for sure?
2 sojourners ran off to this
So-
one.
Yeah.
So she's done it multiple
We know
times.
she's strong enough to do so. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, who else?
Mm.
I think she's the one who showed up with Xerxes anyway.
So, because there's that means there's a place here where people can get through because it's a scar. They can burst through. So that's, I don't think, very good.
I agree with Lamaro. We should know where that is.
I need it.
Yeah. Where is that? The heartstring nebula? Heartstring nebula?
This is why I need my little book.
I know. we
I
should-
think I have to just remember the name of it. She says it's hidden in an asteroid belt in the shadow of Mathrin, just before the people stage the rings of Stenaris. Sonaris is a large ring world where people, largely bards, go to play probably the like coup de grace of all performances on this massive like rock ring that's almost been so compacted it's become like terrain.
Fuck, that's cool.
And then Matherin's where Santi is
Santi
from.
was,
Yeah.
All of our stuff is just.
That's actually
Yeah, it's all good, Nick.
because we like
So did you write this?
Gwen
down?
at least learned about Stenaris and the heartstring and all that. I just don't think he got a closer location because I don't have Matherin in here at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's my. I think that was 5.
Yes. I was making sure that everyone's done. And then at that point, the hand loses its ability and the orb kind of forms back into a wisp and kind of goes freely. And you can see it, not reluctant this time, drift into Gwen's orbit.
Oh, it kind of gives a little. Good job, Pat. Could give you a green sticker. Stop doing that, Jennifer.
I don't do anything.
Halcyon's power dwells within him. He goes, okay, I can finish and at least exercise some of these souls, but probably not all of them. Some seem stronger than I originally thought. He kind of takes the gauntlet off the table, and there's like a vicious scar, like carved into like your. I assume this is within your lab. It's right into your fucking table. And he goes. And he kind of picks it up. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mara. That noise didn't happen.
We can put like a
Normally doesn't happen.
put like
No,
a
it shouldn't.
tablecloth or
Pierce or burn into the place it's on." I assume you have some kind of mending ability. If not, I can find someone to fix your nice table.
Check his arms. Not
His
check.
arms?
No, yeah, not
Okay.
check him out, but
Whoa.
like,
Yeah, he's like,
because
You
he
hold on
took
his
it
arm.
off, right? His
yeah.
like is he burned?
No. I mean, he has scars, but
Yeah, but not from this.
from the gauntlet.
Because
I
he
was
put it
gonna
on.
attempt to mend it.
And
Yeah.
then
yeah,
put
it's
on.
slow.
No, I'm just making
Much
sure
slower
it's
than like
not.
a normal like thing, but it does kind of seem to fade. And he kind of puts the gauntlet away.
I don't think Helen likes me very much.
Well, thank you for doing this. Is there like, I have rocks. I can give you rocks. I can give you really shiny rocks.
What?
Finn has the most
And, like,
valuable rock ever
payment.
known to man.
I can't.
What
I
is
can't
that?
make it anymore. I repented.
He has a valuable rock.
No, I repented of that spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
How'd you
that
do
rock.
this?
It,
Making us look
but
like
you know.
fools now.
look, it
As, like,
completely broke
repayment.
someone.
Because
Yeah,
we're
that was
doing,
amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to do this for these
For
poor
free?
people that Jennifer keeps making music on. So like payment, that's how that works.
Well, no, I couldn't accept any forms of payment, but there are theoretically, I could divert where their souls are sent, at least for a small time, if you wanted to use such utilities.
You said you could do almost all of them. I have a feeling Xerxes is going to want to stay for a bit.
I cannot send a reluctant soul, no.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I could, but it would have to mean beyond death. Killing something of undeath it's not going to go to where it's destined to be. It'll remove it from existence as a whole.
I have a question, and that it is. I've had a hard day. All right. Okay, I don't know. I maybe don't know what's going on, so maybe I forgot.
no,
but
no,
it,
you're good. You're good.
I've kind of gone through life-changing alterations.
Yeah.
Big day.
Yeah, yeah. So why do we care about these souls? Weren't we trying to kill them?
Gwen cares about them. They're souls that linger in the world
Yeah.
when normally a soul passes on. You kill something and
Yeah.
it,
No, I got that. Right.
it's Gwen feeling like, oh,
I'm
no.
guilty over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
that's from his world. His other bad person's world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's cleaning up his own mess.
I understand. Dan, I think Cayman would say, why don't we just let them go? Let them go back to where they're supposed to be.
And they're gonna be like this. And like this. And then he's gonna kind of pick
Our
up the
intention
really
was to kill them, wasn't it?
the really tattered one. I don't think this one's gone through a lot more and just keeps coming back. And eventually it's just gonna fall apart. Especially if you keep playing music on it.
Are these the souls of the flares? Or are they?
No. So that's actually an important distinction. The flares that Gwen has, when we first went into the first combat, phase 1, half of the room was green
Yeah.
and had people from that dimension.
Right.
they were souls of the undying.
Yeah.
They died and made those.
Mm-hmm.
The only souls that became like this
Were
in that
those.
second fight was Xerxes and the flare that attuned to that.
To
Okay.
train.
Yes. The rest of them were something else. Death works differently in all kinds of places.
But that's primarily why it's, they normally a soul, doesn't stay like this and doesn't keep going back and keep coming back worse and worse and worse.
I understand.
It's not like us.
He actually stops and he's speaking to himself loading. And then he starts to argue with himself.
Oh.
He says,
Heartbroken.
if you want to prove that you're better than this other version of yourself, then by all means. But I don't think you should be beholden to them. They're not yours to shepherd.
I don't think I'm trying to prove myself because I don't think the other me knows this me exists in a way that knows that this one exists. You know.
Mhm.
It's my responsibility though because it is me and I can see where I can turn into that me. And this is my way of asking for apology for righting wrongs that they had no reason to be a part of.
You have to believe you're not the other one.
I guess, but I also want to do right by my people. So, I think it's good for them. They're stuck here and they deserve a better send-off.
I think it's something to say that they're only people from that dimension who will have a peaceful death. Until it's fixed. And that's because of you. Being able to put it right. It's like looking up at the ceiling.
Man, it's raining in
Yeah,
here.
it's weird. Yeah.
Um,
There's a leak in the ceiling. I
You
think?
made him cry.
No, didn't.
No.
All right.
Is the dolly still right here? He's like, you totally saw that, right? You totally saw you made him cry.
Sorry.
It's nice. It's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Not to hear.
He's the most vulnerable, and she kind of pulls and shows the pink belly.
Good.
Look.
I
Yeah.
had to shave that.
He's weirdly a beer gut. It's
Yeah.
what's happened?
It'll
No, it'll be
It'll
good.
se- it'll
Good.
settle.
It's
When
good.
I'm
You know what?
fucking pregnant.
It's okay. It's okay. She gets its arm on it.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Halcyon, help.
Sure, we
Get
can do that.
I don't know how you're.
Halcyon walks forward and goes, I will be tapped, so if you're fine with me staying in one of your rooms for a moment.
It's fine. We got
Of
plenty.
course.
Okay.
Why do you keep looking at me like that?
Nothing's gonna
You
happen.
must not enter the West Wing.
I won't.
It's literally
I will
her
never.
room, and it's labeled the West Wing.
It's really weird. There's a floating rose in there too, and it's strange. Yeah, we don't touch
I
it.
definitely I
It's
will never.
Touch it.
Literally her room and the closet. It's
Jennifer's the
labeled
beast.
that.
She's like, do not enter the West Wing. There's a picture of her with a cloth. Oh, fuck, it's really funny.
Also has Belle's, ball dress on her.
It's all ripped.
She's both parts.
Yeah.
There's a mirror that's
Whoa, you're like
broken.
fucking Jekyll and Hyde, but you're
Yeah.
fucking Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty
I'm
and the
Beauty.
Beast.
Oh my
And
god,
the
it's like
Beast.
fucking Ruby. It's like the
Yeah.
yeah.
and the beast.
Okay, Colton, do you want to make me watch a 10-minute video about this?
No,
it's more than
no, I
10 minutes.
promise
Oh,
you,
yeah.
it is not. It is a, it is. I also imagine it's your car with you, and it's there's something kind. There's something but now she's here.
There must be something that wasn't there before.
God, that's
Oh my god.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, it works out.
And your
Um,
chips being like, what, mama? What's happening?
Sorry, hang on. I'm trying to find the right
I'll
one.
understand
Sorry.
when you're older.
I'm like that scene in
That's
Thor
fine.
Ragnarok
This is
when
good,
he's
this is
getting,
good.
he sits in that chair and he's like, oh!
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna do something and then we're gonna pop off real fast. So,
Pop off.
oh yeah, of
Pop
course.
off.
Please, we're not gonna.
Pop our...
It seemed like you guys are peaceful for too long. I'm gonna bop on you in the head.
What?
Huh?
No.
So,
Me? What did I do?
Clementine.
Halcyon goes up and he wheels this. What the hell?
It's the chicken.
Nah, that's not what I wanted either.
Taylor's oldest time.
Peacock.
No.
Beep, 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 beep.
Come on,
Here's
get
what's
up.
good. We'll go the same way because I'm changing to begin with. Halcyon walks over to the barrel of salt, and the same thing, the scar on his neck, and his hand, and in his heart, and then his eyes glow, and then everything begins to kind of vibrate. The barrel seems to spin, and the pieces of, I should say, the grains of salt begin to shake, and then rise, and these small structures are made in the barrel. And this large, like citadel, is made from salt, and his eyes glow, and they completely become illuminated. And the souls begin to kind of, as that shaking I was talking about, there's now like small pieces of, small grains of sand, salt falling from the container and not hitting the ground and being caught in the same kind of ellipse with this. And then every so often one will come and infiltrate Gwen's and take one. And then the soul begins to spin as if down a drain. And then a couple of
Finishing
them are beginning to like get caught up in it. You can feel the tug from Xerxes, and she's resolute and staying in this aspect. All of the souls seem to spiral down, and almost just as they're about to collapse onto this city made of radiant light, all the lights go out.
Oh no.
And you hear this, actually maybe I kind of liked where I was at. Maybe I'll just stay with that one, that was good. You hear this sound of metal being twisted, and then like a yell. You don't know from where. It's just an ambient scream. And it's a deep voice, a man's voice. And then a slamming, and from part of your ship, you see like an imprint of a person. And it's gone. Halcyon's transfixed. And you can now see this pressure being built as the souls are trying to infiltrate the space, and there's now something like there's this red layer like cutting between the two, keeping them away. And that same scream happens, and another imprint of that, of like a person, comes on the left side.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck, I just realized what this is! Oh my god, this is insane!
Let me know what you think it is first. I want to know.
Are those the people who are like
Tied to them.
the red
Okay.
the red people?
Just making sure. The red
Yeah, it's like the red line. It's the fucking red line.
Making sure. Making sure.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Would it be crazy if I was just like, the Oplex? Jacob, no!
I'm making sure I was leaving this somewhere.
I didn't catch that. I'm glad you guys said, whew, I'm dumb.
And you,
It's Adam Smith from our world.
you can see this swelling of power. The sand is spilling out. I think it was like, what did I say? There was 4 people on bottom, one being the flare, right? The flare is like top. So like there's 4 here, and then there's flare on top. That pressure seems to separate, and then she is pushed through the 4, and then into the salt, and then she's just evaporated.
Oh my god.
And then once the other 2 seem to create this like group of 4, that's when the other 2 slam into the sides. Cayman,
Uh-oh.
you see
Hello?
you see this red light, this in your lap. And you can see red threads pulling at you. You see Cayman as a red thread comes up and wraps around his neck, and one of like the screws in his neck goes and falls out of his body.
Oh,
So
shit.
Dolly stands up. Her eyes are just as equally red. And she seems to be in the walk, and her hair pulls into strands of red wire. And she seems to reach out. And she's not moving, so it's just like her arm reaching for Halcyon.
I'm gonna grab her hand.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I think they might do it at the same
Okay.
time.
And then
Same thing. You grab her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop Halcyon.
I got one day, guys.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah, I will say, Cayman, from your point of view, as you're the closest to proximity of the red line,
Yeah.
you see like glitches in your vision.
What
Like number of frequencies, like sequences going off, error codes. You can see
Okay.
part of like your body, like his arm gonna goes, and it's like it's getting glitched out,
Oh, shit.
right? As you approach and stop her, you do stop her, but there is like a flashback, and it's that same moment is when you grab onto her, and then your vision is you staring down, drenched in sweat, on the stone where the Marauder finished you. And you're just kind of like sitting there, and you can see the shadow of the person reach up, and then the red thread spool from the shadow. You pull onto the person, or hold on to Zendali, and you are flashed back to wherever you were in your penthouse, looking at yourself, pale face, just like in the glimpse of like a TV, and these same like veins dripping from your face, these red lines. Halcyon is immovable. He's not seeming to be any aware of what's happening. What would you like to do?
Mara's gonna reach out to him and try to like. Is he just like blank or?
No, yeah, I mean he's on like ritual. You can see his mouth slowly move, small little prayers like whispering out.
Yeah, she's gonna try to like shake him out of it. Like.
Okay. Jennifer, what you see is Mara's hand touch his, and then her skin bubbles, and it like sears into his, and part of her flesh becomes part of his. There's no pain.
Okay.
If anything, you don't see it
Okay.
because you're taken to an entirely different space.
Uh-oh.
Right? You're taken to a small 3 foot by 3 foot cell.
Oh no.
With a glowing man in it.
Oh my god.
Bars.
We did
on
it,
the
guys.
walls,
Oh my god.
And that same kind of concentrating man,
Yeah.
Harlow's standing in front of you, like kind of like cross-legged, at this impossible corridor that leads to staircase, and it's dark, if not for him glowing.
She's gonna. Like he's sitting.
Yeah. Like you spawn like behind him, and he's like crisscrossed.
She'll look around.
Okay. Before you engage here, what would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
I think Jennifer's gonna go up to Cayman and like,
Try and like separate the two.
yeah, maybe move him or shake him or see if he's okay.
Yeah. You two are able to pull each other apart.
Cool.
From her, but not before you you see Jennifer grab onto you and like really like football stance try and move you. But you can see as she struggles, her veins in her face begin to kind of bulge, and part of her head like almost like slowly slips out.
Oh fuck.
And like parts of her body begin to kind of like not like I always like to call like the blown up like a solar system. Very similar. Parts of her body begin to separate.
Oh my god.
And then she's able to push you both back, and your arm find all of like even like Iron Giant, the screws come back.
That's cool.
And then you kind of like fidget yourself, and you're both kind of in the corner, just kind of caught up in this
Tweaking.
twitch.
Yeah.
You are in this space, and you kneel.
She's gonna just like try to shake him awake.
Oh yeah, you reach your hand out,
Yeah.
and in an instant, you reach and you exhale, and you see his body go, and he looks at you. And you reach out, and his hand goes like this, and he pulls you, and he's like, "Amara,
Oh.
what are you doing here?" And he like, it's similar to his flesh, like grabbing onto you in the real world. His hands like pull you down, and like as he like pulls up himself, like puts his forehead to you.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why are you here?"
I don't know how I got here.
You're
Really.
not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be here.
I am where I am posted, Amara.
How do I get you out of here? This isn't where you belong.
You aren't supposed to be here.
What
He
do
kind of
you-
like pulls away from you, and you can see like now parts of his body like flickering,
What are you
like a dying
afraid of,
light bulb.
Harlow?
And his arm kind of like goes dark, and his arm just kind of goes like this. He's like he knows you're here.
Who knows I'm here?
Helm.
Helm?
Yes.
Why are you here? Did he put you here?
It's complicated, Amara. And he kind of reaches his hand to touch your face, and it dims, and your arm just kind of like this.
She'll like back away from him.
I asked for this, Amara.
Why?
I was reincarnated,
I
and
know.
then these visions returned of you and Cayman, and I was alone in a war-torn society,
I know.
and we failed.
We did fail.
And I found you. And you were so filled with hate.
Yeah.
His leg buckles are out from under him, and he catches himself, and now he's kind of like looking up at you.
How do I get you out of here?
Find the other key, the other half. He kind of like gestures to the lock, where I described like part of
Yeah.
like the tooth version was burned off into the lock.
Uh-huh. Do you know where it is?
Yes. The director has it. She stole it.
I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll get you out of here. How do I get back?
And he kind of like, at this point, he's like falls back
Yeah.
into the wall. His left leg is gone now at this point. And he says, I think I should have to go sleep
Okay.
and tell myself you were a dream. And you can see like the same kind of burn in his neck blink out, and his eyes kind of just, and that same kind of burns like through them, through them, through them. And you kind of are jolted back. Once that happens, everyone is blown to the walls, except Zadali and Halcyon. And there are now these gouts of energy, of arcane and divine slamming into each other. Halcyon quick turns and grabs at Zadali, and Zadali reaches up to her, and his hand erodes away from him, like rapidly aging. At this point, as this conflict happens, you see Zadali's body warp into that of her mother. And you see Halcyon warp into that vision of like an avatar of Helm. And they seem to be just thrashing at each other.
Holy shit.
I would like, I think, Constitution saving throws.
Holy shit. 22.
That's very good, Kima.
Oh no.
I love that.
17.
That's good.
Okay.
17's good. 17's good.
Did
22.
Did
That's
we
good.
rest at all?
Yes, everyone would have long rested. I'm sorry. If I
Okay.
haven't already, you should assume.
16?
That's good. That's good. It's good.
14?
That, unfortunately, is the only one to fail.
Where?
I don't have a backup character for this.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
No. Gwen is hurt.
No.
Gwen is thrown. And you take an amount of damage that really is fundamentally unimportant here. A ton, your body hurts. You see one of his eyes bloodshot, and he kind of begins to try and get up. You can even see, like, out of desperation, like, Xerxes is trying to, like, pick you up. Like, trying to, like, get you to stand. You guys stand at the precipice at this point, as the entire space seems to shift, and we're back in this large space of darkness on this black slab overlooking the void. Halcyon, similar to Harlow, his arms have been eroded away, and Zendali holds him above the void. And you hear this ambient voice say, "Weak man. You think because your hand is gauntleted that I won't bite it? If you tread into my territory, I won't find you and cut you out." And you hear the voice try and talk. He goes, "You won't kill him. You're attached for a bitch that's not supposed to have material things. You sure have a lot of them. And Halcyon's body kind of turns and sees like all of you. And Zadali turns back and goes, yes, I do have a lot of toys. Maybe I'll let the dogs have you then. And she turns and throws Halcyon down onto the ground.
Ooh.
And says, sick him. Kill him. And you'll return fully this time. No bouncing back. Kill him.
No.
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 No. No, no, no.
No. As I said, it's hard because the dog's like
No,
she's no longer
valid.
visible in this
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
right? You hear the voice say, always wanting a sweeter contract, Finn. What do you want? Me to put you back on the floor that I found you?
I mean, it's an empty threat, isn't it?
What is?
Put me back doesn't matter.
That wasn't a threat, that was a promise. Do you want that? Do you want to return?
Not the cost of someone else.
Huh. It's an interesting concept, Finn.
He doesn't deserve this.
A lot of people don't. The tapestry that I've woven, the threads that you've sent me, all of you. Did you measure their worth just as much as his?
I think Cayman would like die for Zadali, or this form.
Yeah. What exactly would you like to do?
I think he's just trying to collide with whatever it is.
Oh, that's
either
fine.
try to in
Ooh, I
an
love
attempt
that.
to either get her out, or if that's not possible, he's
Oh,
going
no,
for
no.
an attack.
I think I love that. No, I think, especially with you having, were you the highest con save?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I eat that shit up.
What'd you get?
17, I think.
I got 22.
Oh, we both got 22.
Yo.
That's what.
Do you wanna
Cayman
do
and
like
Jennifer are like.
Dude, we're
Yeah.
fucking.
Do you
Yeah.
want to do like a tag team thing?
Ooh,
Oh
hell
my god,
yeah.
yes! Oh my god, yes!
Okay.
We go.
Okay.
Remember Kate and Jennifer?
Yeah, it's just Cayman with giant tits and
That video of
All I
the
wanna
crocodiles
do
with the.
is see
Yeah,
you
yeah,
turn
yeah,
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
giant woman.
yeah.
No, I think it's like at the same time if they both go.
They launch.
It's like she
Honestly?
gets on top of him and then
Yes.
he flies inwards, and then like as he like kind of goes under while she goes up, and then both just kind of like go straight into
I
her.
eat that shit up because honestly, it makes a lot of sense. She is focused on you, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect distraction. Eyes all on you, and you can feel your teammates leave your back
Yeah.
and collide into her. Easy enough. This is something you've done before, attacking a foe much larger than yourself and saving a girl that didn't want to be there in the first place. You collide right into the entity beyond the veil, and then you see this part of her slip out, and Zadali begins to fall, but in like the wrong end, heading towards the void.
Oh shit!
How exactly would you like to try and catch her? Because you definitely do. I just want to know what that looks like.
I imagine because you went up, you
Uh-huh.
catch her,
Yeah.
and then you kind of like twirl inwards, and then
And then land.
yeah, and then like Cayman will like kind of
Catch.
brace the fall
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
bring everybody back.
I love that. Yeah, easy enough. Without a second thought.
Hell
and
yeah.
leap from his body, his strong metallic form now, and launch, catching her. And there's not a second that you think you're going to hit the ground, as you know, Cayman swoops very quickly, and in a moment, just as you rebuttal this, your team is there behind you with Zadali, and you hear this hiss. He goes, right, you're not my toys then.
I think our allegiances are pretty clear.
I feel like by now Gwen has probably not been able to move himself personally, but he's teleported
Yeah.
kind of in front of Halcyon
Okay.
to just kind of
Like shield.
shield.
Yeah, for sure.
Say, "Oh, look, you're not supposed to be here.
I like that. She says, no. Things are dying right now. Sending them to me. wayward souls. And I mean wayward.
I've realized that that was a mistake. They deserve something, but I don't think they deserve you.
That's kind of hard ass. So Dolly, behind you, Finn, seems to kind of like reach up and grab at you.
Yeah.
She kind of turns and goes, I'm sorry.
It's not your
Is
fault.
Halcyon all right?
I think he will be.
Where are we?
Back where we started, I think.
I don't. And she kind of just falls
Yeah.
unconscious.
I think we both know that you're an entity that's bound by laws and regulations. Otherwise, you would have dealt with this a long time ago.
Hmm. Always the winning hand, Finn.
We're not alive by whim.
No. Because you were chosen. And what would you have me do with a trespasser? Halcyon kind of like, you can see part of his body is quickly forming by light. And his body gets up. Like part of him is him again.
Mm-hmm.
And he says this horrible, like
Right.
scared man.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is this remnant of like a knight's helm and this large feathery on top. And you hear Helm say, nice. If you get me out of here, I'll give you your boy back.
I claim him. I know where his soul is. He's under my jurisdiction.
That's interesting. He kind of looks down. And it's very strange. It's definitely like that mask, or like it's the theater mask, right? The gauntleted side of his face seems to kind of like snarl, and the other one seems to be like kind of hopeful a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
And the entity says, huh, you just trounce through anyone's garden, don't you?
I'm charming to make up for it.
Oh, not you, Finn. Helm
No.
takes his heavy boot, walks into my home. Looks like he's doing the same for you and your patron. Leaves his shit on her floor.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have strong words about it.
He's not body trained.
So he's free?
Who?
Helm.
For this? In this moment, yes. Is his reckoning to come? Also, yes. We dealt with Santiago. You think I wouldn't do the same for someone who's holding another against their will?
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I add on to that?
Of course. And you could give advantage even.
Kanan says, they're ours, you hold no bars in front of us. You can return them. And we can all war this out in battle one day. That dirge will come for you, for both of us. You'll remember this moment. And this song of decimation will be your end.
That's pretty fucking hard. You're gonna have advantage.
Triple
That's pretty
advantage?
fucking good. Yeah, honestly, advantage plus 5.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
That's good. That's good. We like a +5.
yeah. Do you need the
What?
+5?
Go listen to
Probably-
Jennifer's song.
You also have a coin.
Huh?
I said now go listen to Jennifer's song after
Yeah.
this.
yeah.
William-
Take it though.
Don't do it. Don't.
You don't think so?
I think
Well,
you
what's
should.
the total now?
Well, that's fine. Let's look at let's look at it. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
persuasive?
also fine with intimidation, though I don't think they're different.
15 plus 20. It's dirty 20.
It's a
pretty
filthy
high.
little 20. I think that's pretty good.
Okay, we'll just stay with that. With a dirty little
20
20.
that needs to be
Sounds
have a
good.
timeout.
Dirty 20. Dirty little 20.
Nasty little
Freaky little 20. Sorry. What do you say?
Dirty dirty 20.
It gets down on the
Oh, you
weekend.
said essentially
dirty
fuck
little
off,
20.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically
Cool.
that will comfort him at his own pace.
Cool.
At our own pace.
Yeah.
He can sit there.
Fine. Fine. Why don't you walk back onto the hot plate? And you guys again
Yeah.
choose your life along the red line and defy death. You guys return back to Amara's lab.
Oh my
The
god.
people, the indentations are gone. The souls you have minus the flare is bouncing around you, kind of wistfully. This whole barrel of salt's everywhere. Hours to clean.
Vacuums?
And Halcyon is not standing there, but he's like collapsed onto the ground. And you can see very quickly like a new burn coming on the right, on the left side of his neck.
Damn.
Finn
It
throws up.
is happening. If you guys want to
Then
do
what?
anything about
Finn
that.
throws up.
I feel like
Kevin looks at it.
Gwen would very much use whatever healing he does have
Yeah.
on Halcyon.
Okay.
And that's kind of like it's sitting by his head, and he's just, I'm so sorry.
Where's the dolly?
And then it's like as soon as that
Zidali's also
healing
here.
Okay.
is done, he is running to Zidali
Yeah.
and just like hugging her as tightly as he could, and also just like repeatedly, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Halcyon's burn that he's currently sustaining fades. And there's this small patch of his skin that almost becomes so much like an astral almost, where it's like small little specks of light that dance underneath it. And you're able to push that back entirely. Not only do you do that, you see like a grimace on his face, this nasty fucking scowl that is definitely Helm. And you're able to push it away. And his face returns, and it's the same kind of like worn out, like wrung out person of a man. And he just kind of like collapses. And he just kind of gives like a faint kind of like, I'm okay now. And you find Zidali. And you almost like, you turn to find her and you guys collide into each other. And she almost like tackles you down to the ground. And you go, and she just full on kisses you.
Let's fucking go!
And you can feel tears like spilling onto your forehead. And she breaks that inner lock and she goes, I'm so sorry. Your moms were so much nicer.
Oh my god.
What a bitch. Are you okay?
As long as you mean this.
Damn.
Absolutely. Over death itself. And she kisses you again.
Yeah.
Jennifer's.
You hear it. Beep, beep. Me too.
Come on, Jennifer, let's go party.
Before you pushed Helm away entirely,
Sure.
One second, rewind it.
It's still left in him.
Just a little bit.
Come back,
He's gonna be like, you better fucking count your days.
it's over Gwen's shoulder.
Yeah. Count your fucking days.
Easy.
Jennifer's back.
Easy enough.
I'm behind throwing gang signs.
You go, I'm like,
It was really
Come on,
funny
Hal.
if it was
Oh my God.
after
This
Helm
is
was
our
pushed
turn.
away.
Our
It's
turn.
just
Yeah.
Halcyon. He's going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
My days are numbered?
Yeah,
Red.
yeah.
Okay. Easy enough. The threat is made.
No.
A boundary is drawn for several entities that thought they had power over this party. I'm going to give you guys back the room for a moment to decompress, coalesce with each other, and then I think we'll call it there somewhere.
Cayman goes to Halcyon and he just like pats him on the back. He's just like,
You see his hand reach up to you, and that celestial like star thing slowly creeps over the right side of his neck. And he looks at you and he goes, "Hey, Cayman." and he passes out.
I didn't do that. He's like, in his hand.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this. You're like holding him up. He's like,
Brian,
I go like
He's
this.
like,
Amara's here. He just goes.
Let's get him to bed.
Jennifer runs over to Gwen and is like,
Robbie is shitting himself. He's still in his room like, what the fuck just happened? What the hell? And I shit. I'm so sorry.
He was in the fucking Beyond the Veil.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, what should
he's like, I shit in the place beyond dead. Is that okay?
Were you there?
I was shitting.
Next time you go there,
Yeah,
you gotta be careful.
shit. Oh, there's Robbie shit in the Veil Beyond Death.
You have to watch your step.
Oh, okay.
Our mom's walking.
Yeah, one day. I was like, ha 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 ha.
We gotta kill fucking Helm now, guys.
Hey, it's Dolly's mom.
Nah. We definitely have to kill Helm.
guys, the more
wanna
important thing
kill him.
is Gwen had his first kiss.
My first.
I mean, I killed him
How do
soon.
you know?
Voice
How do you know?
Right.
Yeah, no, I'll believe you. Yeah.
I'm sure you're
No, it
kissing
wasn't
all
your
the
first.
boys and girls
Yeah,
and
no, it
Oh
wasn't
shit!
your
I'm
first
sorry.
at all.
Babies.
Let me get about to get out of this red line. I'm
Oh,
so
thank
sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we'll not assume.
no, you led an entire ship before this. You definitely had
Yeah,
a lot of
definitely.
relationships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, not in front of Sadali, please.
Right.
And also,
Oh,
Zidali, Halcyon, and Robbie's shitted pants. We'll make an exit stage left,
Yeah.
and they will go find their space. Yeah, They're like, let's go clean up your ass, Robbie.
That's funny.
I'm gonna wipe
That's
your ass.
crazy.
Yeah, let's go wipe
We
your
all
ass,
go wipe
Robbie.
your ass.
We'll go get your grandma. He's like, please don't tell grandma.
oh, we're gonna tell Grandma. Grandma already know.
You shit your ass again.
She's gotta clean his pants.
It's important.
But yes, all of your NPCs wander off,
Yeah.
so you're free to be in yourselves again.
Nice job, Finn.
How was it?
That was
was
not
fun.
how I thought that was gonna go. I thought we were all dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can't die.
Well, when she's the one bringing us back.
She could take 1 foot.
No,
and go.
she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Mm-mm.
If you're gonna say it's our certain gumption that's bringing us back, it's her gumption through us.
No, it's just gum.
Just go.
Pure, unadulterated gum.
That's certain that it's
it is.
law.
Yeah.
Well, I stand corrected.
I don't.
I went to your patron's domain.
Was it lovely this time of year?
I can't say.
Less shit than the other two domains we went to today.
No, it's hellish actually. That's
She
problem.
couldn't
Yeah.
see shit.
How was he? Did you meet the warden?
Oh, no,
You saw Harlow?
Yeah,
Did you talk to him?
I did.
Did you learn anything?
Helm is who put him there. And the director has the rest of the key.
That's where we're going next.
Takes his conspiracy board, puts the director on it.
Yeah. There is a piece of him that is still in Halcyon. You can see things sometimes, I think.
That's good. Right?
Well, he saw us, but he's also seen the director.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
That's where we're going next.
yeah. I think it is.
What are you worried about?
I don't know. I just think about what I would have done with all that time.
What you would have built,
What I
created,
built,
planned for.
did a lot of horrible things while I was alive. And spent the last few years of my life trying to make some good of it. She didn't. She just continued to do bad.
It sounds like she's looking for something. If she's hopping dimensions, making bargains that way, She's after something.
And she stayed here for so long.
Yeah.
It might have been because it's the only place without you. She kind of found her Goldilocks.
Could be.
There's they all have names that aren't Amara. Obviously, they're all named Amara,
Oh.
but
I mean, we don't know that.
What if
Do you
she-
want a
Okay.
nickname?
Yeah, what's
you
yours?
should have one.
Yeah, me.
Um,
What's your other name?
I think it's Kingfisher. Something my father called me.
Cayman literally goes like this. He goes, nice.
Thanks. I like that we can talk now.
Yeah.
His is so much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm getting the real Cayman and not just.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Translated.
Sometimes he says things
I mean-
that hurts my feelings. And I didn't want to translate it so that you were aware that it hurt my feelings.
Well, now I just know that it
Glenn would
hurts your
spitefully
feelings.
not say nice things that I would say because he was mad.
You can't prove that, he runs off.
All right.
That's a great little space. Does anyone like to do anything before you end tonight's session?
Yeah, I eat the party and then fly away.
I love that for you. Yeah, I love that your newfound intelligence. You deceive everyone.
You thought!
You find
You got him.
Finn's ass.
Got
You're
him.
like Finn. You're like, oh, this is it. He ate everything else.
Oh my god!
It was a nice,
You're like,
nice ass.
It's a murder mystery now. Yeah. Who ate Finn's upper part and left his big beautiful butt cheeks?
Here.
I mean,
Mounted it like you would again.
Oh my god!
I feel like they're firm.
We go into the directors.
I
we
mean,
go-
it's your
Oh,
character.
yeah,
No,
no. I
can tell you
think
what
firm ass is great.
Firm. There we go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Love that.
like pat like a bag of rice. Yeah, you even go to the store and just go like this to a bag of
Yeah,
rice.
oh my
You're
God,
like,
yes, I
yeah,
punched
it
the
feels
fuck
so
out of
good.
that
It's so
rice.
good.
Oh my god. Anytime we pass by a pillow or any kind of bag in the grocery store, I'm like, wham! And Spencer's like, can you stop? And I'm like, no, I
Scares
can't.
me.
Other than that, we're all chilling.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's done.
You emotionally.
That was
Yeah.
that was insane. That was
That
intense.
was
When
insane.
as soon as when me and I looked at each other, we were like, oh fuck! That was cool. That was top 10. That was top 10 moments.
Oh
Just-
no.
Man,
that was
I
nuts.
can't wait for
That
our
was
viewers to see
nuts.
this.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying this right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
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 And then another
Sorry.
one of my favorite lines from today was when you were like, wait, what? You wrote this story? And then Emma went, wait, this isn't the pre-written?
Believe it or not, no.
The pre-written is this long.
And it's unfortunate I've gone so far off track I can't come back because it would be very strange.
You could try.
You're like,
She could be like,
who's,
oh,
who's
I love
the
you so
dog?
much. Let's
Yeah,
kiss
I
again,
love
Gwen.
you. You fucking
Okay,
bitch.
thank you guys for joining, and if we stay for exactly 20 more seconds, we will end at 4:20 exactly.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, wait, it's 42. We have a couple of more seconds to say anything.
Wait,
Anything at all. Huh?
Edited still?
Huh?
Edited still?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
God
you're
damn it.
I'm sorry.
What if I just add a bunch of stuff at the end?
That's
make
fine.
it
That's fine.
But significantly for us, it's 4:20
Yeah, move the.
right